Hello, everybody. It's a fantastic Tuesday. Hopefully, you guys are excited to watch some StarCraft as we keep going with CPL 8. We're in week 4. It's me, Saetzero, with Neblime. What up, buddy?
Hey, man, I am so excited. Honestly, I thought you were going to say it's the Fantastic 2, like we're amazing, but I guess we can't, be too kind to ourselves. But it is Tuesday, at least in America. And we are here with CPL Match of the Week. I think this game's going to be sick. I'm looking at these names, man. I'm expecting a lot. So, basically what I'm saying is, people complaining last week as being too critical, they ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, no. Yeah, I did pick some players good enough that you could start judging their skill. As you can see on the screen, we are doing some Tier 1, we're doing some Tier 2, kind of doing a little bit of everything. 7 sets that we got ahead of us, so we're going to have a good time tonight. And like you said, definitely some names I've seen around in CPL for an extended period of time, and a couple new ones that I'm not that familiar with. So regardless, I think we're going to have a good time doing this one. And speaking of good time, we get to start on good night. You ready to get going with the first set of the night?
Yeah, let's do it. I love that we have Good Night as the first map this week, though, because it lets us really look at it a lot, since, it's a bit of a newer map. At least for us plebs who didn't qualify for ASL.
Yeah, well, I mean, one day. You never know. In the top left, in the yellow Protoss, it's Nom character. In the top right, in the magenta Protoss, it's blobfish. It's PvP, and if you caught a glimpse at the little intro screen of what match we're doing, we got a lot of mirrors tonight. It's always fun.
Well, we have the deep lore about why this is a PvP, but first I want to say, blobfish seeing the like a fun character son, he's probably doing like a little bow. Is he saying this is going to be an honorable game? You know my opinion on that, Saetzero. There is no honor in StarCraft, or at least if there is, you're not trying to win very hard. So here in CPL, you want the win for your team. I want to see something crazy.
See, I'd say there's honor to StarCraft. Is that just the Terran in you coming out? It's like, yo, but I got these vultures though, and then it's like you don't need honor if you got Spider-Mans, right?
Well, look, I only play Terran really, so I don't really know about the other races' take on it. So maybe, but I think there is honor in StarCraft. Now, PvP, you say? I don't know if either of you, are in the chat. I think they probably are, but I believe they don't both play Protoss. Oh, we have a chat message, in fact, that because they're race pickers and neither of them main Protoss, they agreed to play a PvP. So we know this is going to be beautiful.
What deep lore horseshit is? Are you kidding me? I mean, that's funny, but you know what they should have done?
Lightstorm in chat, you're so far off the mark because it's 25 minerals at most, unless you're going to say they're free. So it's like 0 to 25 minerals, not even 75. Anyway, sorry. Just talking about spider mines,
I mean, as you do, they deserve a lot of attention. Now, I am loving the choice. Game? I love beautiful. This. This is like, if you're both playing not the race you're comfortable with, this is harder to stop than you think. It's also harder to hold it than a character might think. So we'll see how this one goes. But the Nexus first on the 4-player map, and gonna get very lucky to get that first scout. Blobfish didn't go 2 gateway openings, so he can't put the immediate pressure on. And they're gonna get last scout too. This is not how you want to open up as blobfish.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how this applies in PvP, but a consideration here is you have this kind of high ground inside your natural. It can be quite defensible. Now in PvP, I imagine you have a difficult time extending out to there when you're going Nexus first, but it could be a factor. But here we go. Zealot has come out now. Is this actually bad versus Nexus first? It seems like it's like, oh, they're getting a Nexus, get units out fast and do something. I think this is actually even worse for blobfish here. Especially since it's not sending across the map, so he's not even going to know.
I think it depending on how you want to open. I like making, try to skip the Zealot if you can, because if you can put the pressure on, it's nice, of course, but early on, it's like, if you're trying to make like a Reaver, or do like a proxy robo, or just like a lot of gateways to slam Dragoons down, a Zealot does kind of tie up everything a little bit and slow everything down, so hopefully we'll see it's not too bad here. The Zealot is moving out. Now that the scouting has been eliminated to, no, it's definitely the top left.
Shield battery even. I wonder if that's a response to the Zealot, but like, does he even need this? He could have got a second Zealot out faster. And like, what's one Zealot going to do? It doesn't have time to run in there and kill your probes or anything. I think this shield battery is even not necessary, but whatever, he has the Nexus, right? He's going to be pretty ahead here.
Yeah, it doesn't seem necessary, but hey, the defense will be good. Ooh, nice little micro. Loses the probe there, but Cells are gonna fight each other. Shield batteries right there, and then Blobfish remembers how that works. Gets to run in base, but there's still 2 gateways waiting. No gas for character, so if there's a tech play, this could be pretty good here.
he wants to get a whole bunch of zealots, right, and push the enemy back with this. Now, if he gets one more zealot, I think this is okay for blobfish, because he already got one. I mean, one more zealot, one more probe, I mean. That would be fine, but sending this goon across, I'm not so sure. Oh, let's get that one. Oh, it goes down. Nicely done. And he's keeping it alive. Really nice micro from blobfish so far. His goon comes up here, but honestly, that goon just needs to go home, because it's just going to die, because it needs to be microed. Uh-oh. 2 locations action at once. Another probe falls while this is going on, though. The goon serving as a good distraction, actually, now that zealot's cleaned up. So he's looking okay for blobfish, but the Nexus still stands, so character is going to play it economically. Nice micro of this goon here.
Yeah, I mean, it seems okay. They put a little bit of pressure on now. That shield battery, even though I'm not sure how necessary it was, it is, you know, becoming useful, giving a little more life to these zealots, making sure they're going to go pick them off. But as the numbers keep extending, and especially as Goon Rain finishes soon, it's going to be a little more annoying to deal with. Blobfish not going crazy, though. Just 2 gate, getting a robo. We'll see if it ends up being Reaver or whatever.
Yeah, you know, I gotta wonder, actually, is this more measured response going to be really strong here? Because character is just making zealots right now. He's going to have so much efficiency with his goons, even just on one base. By the time he gets a Reaver out, he's just going to have, like, a way better army. Even if it's like, well, you know, character has more probes, might even have more gateways. Ooh, I micro that, though. I see them. Yeah, really bullying with these goons. Not taking much HP damage here at all. Oh, nicely done. Yeah, this is really tough for character.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what you're trying to do in these kind of spots, but you can see that character just getting the gas now, just getting a cyber core as well, so tech really being delayed as the robo's about to finish, and these ranged goons are going to keep stacking up. Even with the micro, it doesn't have to be too crazy. He's far enough away from the shield battery. Oh, is he going to be able to pick it off? No, just buy a little bit of time, but out of energy, that shield battery isn't going to do anything anymore.
Oh, is he just dead? How can this be? Damn, I wouldn't have thought, but I guess he just stayed calm. He's just like, alright, I'm just going to make goons, good luck.
I mean, like I said early on, you could just send goons at people. So you don't have to play pros to understand how goons work. It's a very easy to micro if you're being reasonably careful with them. Pros getting pulled, trying to fight in there, but the goons are pretty spread out. Zealot's trying to do what it can, still paying attention, still cutting behind this. Blobfish banking up a lot of money, but still, this position looking so good for them right now. It shouldn't matter.
Okay, one of the goons actually gets kills by probe. Run away. Yeah, and the shield battery has a little bit of energy, not really much. But this is where it gets a bit difficult to micro for Blobfish. Now, he does actually have more probes now because he already killed so many, and all these ones off mining time is just doing even more. Another goon falls, but is it really that big a deal when there's a freaking support bay coming up and there's 4 goons left to gun down this zealot? I mean, I think character's just dead, man.
Yeah, you could just see that goons are going to keep getting produced. Like you said, that Reaver's on the way, and even with the extra Nexus, Blobfish is a massive worker lead at this point. The supply lead's out of control, and there's just nothing here. And oh man, if you get that pylon though, oh that'd be so good.
That huge Aptosis pylon here. Oh my god, needs to take that out. Come on. The probe's going to push him back. I'm so sad, because that would be like instant GG if you take that out.
There's 2 more goons coming. Like I think the GG's already on the way here.
Well, the sad thing is the pylon's probably going to live longer than this game, I think. Well, you know, I'm questioning if character just wants this pylon to die. Is that why he's staying in? Because what has he got? He's got 1 probe. GG. Okay, the pylon lives. You got lucky this time, pylon. Oh, okay.
So it doesn't work out the way character wanted it to on that first game, but you know, it's good night. Maybe you don't want to play that unfamiliar matchup. I don't mind the choice of the Nexus first. But
I love it. I think it's a great choice. But as character said in chat, he completely misinterpreted what Blobfish was doing. If he just went straight into his 2-gate goon, I think he would have been in such a good position. Making that 1 zealot is actually quite bad, I think, in this scenario for Blobfish.
I haven't played against
it. Chat might back me up.
I can't, because my reaction, if I see Next first, I like proxy robo to bust it. So
yeah, I mean, it's a good build.
Yeah, but you know what? A more familiar map here. Starting positions are going to be locked in as well. And the way that first game went, you think we might see character go the other way? Proxy gates, you could put him anywhere.
True. Well, I mean, is either of them really going to try that though? In PvP,
I would, yeah. Like, it's hard to micro that, but we got introduce.
I'm not saying it's not good in PvP, but I feel like if you don't know what you're doing, well, actually, then again, maybe that's when it's strongest.
Exactly. If you don't know what you're doing, defending those zealots can be pretty hard. It's not like you have 60 health SCVs and like buildings and stuff to help you out. You just got to do it with the probes. It can be difficult, but got to intro the players in the top right in that magenta. It's still Blobfish, still up 1 game, and in the bottom left in the pale yellow this time, it's non-character.
Yeah, so I find it interesting that we never ever see proxy gates in pro-level PvPs, do we? I can't think of even a single time, except 1 game on freaking Cross Game, where Mini was against, I believe, Best. and built them. But Best even found it right away, and Mini only won because he like microed insanely well. So it's really, I think, not that strong.
Well, I think it's the same thing as like you don't see pros, BBS, you don't see like a lot of these kind of really aggressive, cheesy strategies because they have the micro to defend it.
About 2Gate in particular, we do see it in TVP sometimes. I'm trying to think. Did I say TVZ? I'm sorry, PVT. In PVT, you do see it, like there's been pro games, and also in PVZ, it's happened a couple of times with very mixed results, I have to say. Doesn't necessarily win pro games, but they at least try it. So I'm wondering if there's some like fundamental reason it's actually not as good as it seems in PvP. Like, I guess pro level players also have really good micros, so they can just kind of kite the results around. I don't know.
Well, also, you don't have to divert your build that much. It's not like, you know, Z's like, oh, I gotta make these lings, like I might get caught out being overly aggressive. It's like, you're gonna make gateways anyway. And blobfish, he's taking my kind of advice here, going for 2-gate instead of getting gate gas. You're gonna be able to put a lot of pressure on a 2-player map where you know exactly where your opponent is, and seeing how that last game went. You know, maybe trusting character's defensive micro, not gonna be good enough to defend us.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, I think this is also quite bad against Nexus first, so if he was going for that again, it would not be the play, I think. Again, it seems kind of confusing, doesn't it? You'd think getting 2 gates right away, like, you would just beat it, but I think this rush distance, if you go Nexus, then 2 gates immediately, I'm pretty sure the Nexus first player can actually survive and be at a big advantage. But that's not what's going on anyway. He's just getting a Cyber on 1 gate, it's going to look like. Although I'm waiting for it to go down.
Yeah, no Cyber, yeah, it's getting a little bit delayed, that Zealot kind of getting
Nexus?
in the way,
No
getting
way.
a second pylon as well. That's not going to be a Nexus, so he's just waiting.
Yeah, he would absolutely die if he built a Nexus.
Oh,
now.
I hate this, though. Shield battery very
Eesh.
defensively here. You don't have the Cyber Core, you're not working up your tech. Like, what are you so worried about defending here? Of course, these Zealots can be pretty strong, but you had plenty of time if you were really worried about that. The Zealots didn't even move across the map. It's too busy chasing your scout.
Yeah, this isn't 9-9 or anything. This is 10-12. You know, you can get your goons for sure. Thing is, he's mining gas without a Cyber. That's never going to end well.
I mean, you can make use of it, especially if your plan is to audible into some DTs, which is actually pretty strong against this kind of 2-gate because you're delaying the Cyber Core, you're delaying the tech, and you're forcing your opponent to go into observers. If they want to do anything else, there's a big window to punish it.
Is that shield battery too far back?
I think that still hits the ramp, but it's... I don't know.
Even the rightmost Zealot, it looks pretty far. I mean, look, I am not familiar with shield batteries. Of all the buildings in StarCraft, shield battery is probably the one I see the least. So... I'm not really so sure here. Well, here they come. 2 versus 3. I mean, with the shield battery, it should be an easy move character, but is it even in range? I mean, he has the advantage of the ramp where he's kind of a good engaged setup there as well. Blobfish trying to figure out how he's going to get in there. It looks like he's going to wait for reinforcements, or he's just going to wait for goons, because he actually didn't make any more Zealots there.
Yeah, and the character had an opportunity, I think, to sneak out another Zealot, but was trying to wait so he can get the goon and the range going right away. And you actually, yeah, Blobfish, this is abusive. I love it, though. Putting the pressure on, going to start the engagement, but... With the shield battery, yeah, I guess they had to move back a little bit, but still, it's shield, so you can keep kind of poking down, drain the energy down. Like we saw that last game, it does eventually run out, but this just buys a lot of time.
Oh, they did wide walk their way right through there. They don't even care. Oh, this is so bad for character. In fact, whatever tech he wanted to put down, okay, he delayed it a lot, but that robo he put down now is totally visible. His goon comes out. They're going up to the gas probes. Little do they know that character's been mining gas for a long time. And the probe is actually helping out a lot. You know what? Character's cleaning this up a lot better than I would have thought, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. And Blobfish getting in does see some big info. Seeing 3 gateways in the robo, though, makes me think it's going to be quick observers. Will these DTs be out in time to get the damage done? It's going to be a long distance to move across the map. We'll see. Blobfish has a lot of money. Looks like they're going to expand behind this. But 3 gateways from character, like there's a good chance that you can maybe get a counter push and maybe not get the win, but maybe get the Nexus, kind of reset things back to neutral.
Well, I mean, this is the thing with the DTs, right? Yeah, they will actually just have the observer of what the character's doing, but the thing is, they only have 1 at first. They can't even come across and attack you, for sure. Now, the question is, do you try and go straight to Templar here after the DT, after you realize they're observers, or do you have to, like, try and make a Reaver or something? Because surely that takes even longer. But can Storm alone do it?
Oh, Storm's going to take you... Yeah, something I
Pylon cancel. Yeah, he canceled that pylon at the ramp and he put it down at the natural, which, you know, is a better position, but I think he could have just let it finish at that point. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you go Reavers. That's very out of the way to get the robo, get the support bay, get a shuttle, lots of minerals, and you can see the intention of getting this Nexus here. Oh my god.
He's making 3 DTs. 3 DTs. Normally you only make 2, like he's committing.
Well, normally you only have 2 gateways available.
That doesn't mean making 3DTs is necessarily better, though. Surely,
what
if
is
they
it?
don't have detection, 2 is going to kill them. If they do have detection, 3 is not going to kill them. You're just investing more gas.
I'm just saying, if 1's good and 2 is normal, 3 can't be worse. It doesn't. I know. Listen, you don't need to say it. We all know it's jokes.
That's how many CCs I'm making before my barracks now. 3.
Oh, please, I'll play you. I'll play you tonight. If that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, exactly. All right, the zealot's coming forward. He's not even going to reveal the DT, which honestly is a smart move, just ignoring that zealot. But little does he know the observer is already out. Now, will character spot this? He needs to return that round immediately. That they do move kind of slow. So, oh no, not even bluff. The butted up DT just looking right past. I don't think character still even knows the 4th DT got built in on the way. I kind of knew in my heart of hearts he was going to do that. This is going to do huge damage. Mineral Walking can kind of help here, but he's not doing any of it yet. Okay, there we go. Just starts. No, he's just moving them away. Oh, the second observer actually pops out before the first one even gets back. That's kind of even sadder. Huge damage is going down here. And the second next is up for character. I mean, oh, he gets one more. Oh, he even killed that goon on the side, sneaky.
Yeah. And manages to keep some of these DTs alive. So you have to consider you have to keep your armor.
Well, you know, Saetzero, if he just made 2, he wouldn't have needed to be like keeping these alive. They're not even doing anything.
Well, they're exerting pressure without doing anything because if you move out with your army, they still do damage. They're still strong, even if you can tell that they're there. So it's you have to be very careful.
But they're invisible. You can't tell that they're there. That's the whole point.
I mean, you can tell. There's a shimmer. There's observers. You can see it, but you still have to have.
They just retreat. They just retreat because if character actually had any units at home, they wouldn't be able to do anything. Now, I don't think character can come in here. He does have a way better goon count, but it just looks like Blobfish has the defense here. I don't expect.
It's gonna be difficult. You see Zealot legs halfway done, starting to build up the goons. Has a couple cannons to help out as well, and DTs are still around. You got to be very cautious of it. I like that Blobfish isn't really going crazy, not rushing the storm. He was still building up a core army, realizing they got this big lead. They don't need to go insane and throw everything away. They're going to be able to slowly build ahead, especially with the damage those DTs did.
Oh, for sure. Huge lead. I don't even know what character's supposed to do here. I mean, other than I was thinking attack, but I feel like the window is definitely passed with 5 goons out now. There's no way that's going to happen. And you know what? He's not going for Templar. He's just going straight for Zealot legs here, which kind of makes sense that he's just going to get a power spike a lot faster than Storm here, and also the ability to come across and force an engagement. But character desperately trying to get this Nexus up. Maybe in a defensive posture he could hold off, because, the Zealots do need surface area, but he has no Reaver or anything, which honestly I think is a bit of a mistake. Uh-oh, here we go.
I mean, you can only do so much here. Blobfish got the speed on Zealot, going to go for the engagement. The DTs are moving on the map as well. Looks like they're actually going to come back for the fight, though. Goon's trying to recruit the best they can, but Speed Zealot's still very strong here. You can see that Blobfish taking a big hand on that win. Here's the DTs from behind, going to cause a little bit more chaos. Is there any detection? It doesn't look like it, and just eking out a little bit more advantage, and you're sitting great. You got this Nexus. That probe count keeps getting bigger, really focusing on the macro here. Character, it's not, I don't know what the path is. It's looking pretty dire, though, to manage to get back in this game.
Oh, that Goon. Yeah, I love that Blobfish pulled back and realized doing observers. He's like, screw it, just let the DTs do the work. I'll come back in a minute with 20 Zealots. So yeah, it's a huge advantage there for sure. And honestly, character hasn't been non-stop make probes. About you saying you can only do so much for the Reaver, the thing is, you got this Citadel. If you put that money towards a support bay instead, I think it would have been much better here, because that does decimate Speed Zealots. It could have bought you some time, and maybe you can harass and come back in the game. I think that would have been the path for you.
But if you worked on Shuttle and Reaver and support bay and everything, you probably don't afford that Nexus. You probably don't have all these gateways. It is definitely a choice, especially when you took a lot of damage early.
Okay. Well, I just don't see how he's going to survive here without a Reaver or something. I mean, he's coming across again with all these goons. DT's still just hanging off on the side here. That's such a pretty good army for Blobfish right now. I feel like even with the high ground, he could probably take and engage. So many goons have been made, so few Zealots, even though they got Zealot speed quite fast. I'm quite surprised. Probably going back a more Zealot-heavy army.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a little bit difficult, though. You can see character, even some pros kind of getting thrown off here, trying to get back their probe count, and they got to observe it. They can at least kind of move around and see what's going on. As far as the economic advantage for Blobfish it's not leading to a ever-growing supply lead. It's been about the same after that last fight we saw, but the gateways are really starting to stack up here. And you can see that they're going to have Storm access pretty soon. So if they work on getting some Templar out, building up that energy, Like, it's gonna be very hard for characters to attack, but it seems like they're not planning to, and we'll see what blobfish does if they try to take a third base or goes for some kind of harassment.
I mean, I guess it makes sense for blobfish to play safely here because he knows he killed a lot of probes already, and that his Nexus is faster. So, I mean, there's no real reason he should be trying to end the game immediately because he's just playing further and further ahead. But I mean, you know, there's always ways to make a play, right? In StarCraft, nothing's ever truly decided. This probe trying to get up here, get that Nexus. There we go. And I love that he has the observer there to find that as well. That's actually very key intel. All these DTs looking for something more. They say they're not done yet. Well, they're going to find an unmoved observer, unfortunately for them.
One Zealot's going to find it as well. So, but you get to see how much army is actually there. Your blobfish,
yeah.
Your army is way stronger. You can go move on map. You maybe can control the high ground. If DT doesn't engage the army, he's just going to look around for expansions. Just make sure a character is not sneaking a base where you think you're as far ahead as you think you are.
Well, that's smart, because I'm just saying, you know, a character can try and pull something up, but what's one of the few ways you can lose here is if your opponent has a hidden base, so I love that move for sure. And, you know, spreading them out on both sides of the map as well, not forgetting that bottom right, for example. So, very nice move. I'm sure what Fish is waiting for here is he's just going to, like, just keep expanding until he's mined up the map, then kill him.
I mean, I don't think it happened in this game, but one of the easiest ways to throw away a lead is to just try to force a fight, especially against the high ground advantage. So those goons being in the middle of the map, you know, you're building up energy for Storm. Your opponent's got to attack into you. You can set up a better concave if they want to be aggressive. I feel like blobfish, knowing that they're ahead of base, knowing how much economic damage they did early, they have no reason to attack. The owners will be on character, but you're giving them time to get all the tech up available. Maybe an opportunity to do like Storm drops later, catch back up.
Yeah, look, you know, I know you're not a remastered graphics, so I have to take advantage to torment you. You know what I just realized?
I'm streaming. Yes, I am on remaster. I don't cast
sorry,
in Carbot.
I mean, sorry, I meant to say you're not on Carbot. Zoom in on one of those High Templars. Look how big their hands are. Their hands are like bigger than their head.
Yeah, it's pretty robust. I mean, that's how you cast the storms, right? Like you need all those hands.
Okay. I don't know, man.
If my hands
bigger than your head, you're stupid or something, and you know, then you slap their hand into their face. You know that one.
If my hands are twice as big, maybe I can cast lightning, but they aren't, so I can't.
Do it. I'm sorry. I just noticed that when they were standing there, you know, idle here. I'm like, hang on a minute. Those are huge claws. What is it with remastered graphics? Everything's hands are like crazy. Like, look at those zealots.
I mean, weren't they like this in the original game too? It's just crisper.
It's just they didn't have enough pixels.
Yeah, they didn't have enough pixels.
Oh, hang on. He's moving with a tiny force. The zealot hit squad plus their leader with that Templar. Okay, he's moving the whole army up here. He's ready now. Characters dutifully held this ramp, which means probably a good move, but he needs to reinforce. Half his army is not here, and these goons alone will not hold this. As good an advantage as the high ground is. Uh-oh. Blobfish still waiting, very patient here. Third base is done, but no probes over there yet. And shuttle speed coming for character. Storm drops are a good way to come back.
Ooh, we do have storm drops, even without the speed, moving across the middle map, across the top side. So that is a big investment of army not there. It looks like character has zealot legs, going to reinforce an army, so it's not just dragoons.
But the storms, though. Both the Templars are in the shuttle. He doesn't have any storms whatsoever. Now, that said, sometimes I've seen storms storming the stormer's zealot. Yeah, that's a great sentence.
That's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, procasting here. Sometimes, oh, hang on, he's coming in. The zealot's charging in. Oh, there's so much energy on that Templar. Oh, great storm on those goons. That did so much damage. That one, not that bad, but so many goons here. Even on the low ground, we can see that Blobfish has a huge army. Oh, those storms are absolutely decimating characters, goons. I think he's just going to smash through here and morphs the Archon. So many Templars of energy left back. Come on, the character. I want you to kill all the probes before you leave. Come on. Go in that main. Storm those probes. Come on. I want to see it.
What, the moral victory? I mean, Blobfish still had 20 supply even after that very good storm drop up at the 12 o'clock. It was a good opportunity, but Blobfish just had too much army to go fight. And like you're saying, like the splash damage wasn't there for the big part. Look how many goons are still available, still going through. Looks like storms are going to go through. There's some upgrades as well for Blobfish compared to character. So really everything you could do, Storm's doing the best they can, but I don't think there's going to be enough here. Now it's just down to like a cannon, some Templars that are just trying to run away. It's not going to really get the job done, unfortunately.
I like the cannon heroically positioned behind the buildings here, just trying. But yeah, they're just walking in. This game started with Blobfish just walking into the main. Happened 2 more times. Oh, that Archon morph. Almost. Well, it almost lasted 2 seconds. Oh, he's in the main. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Yeah, I got my eyes. We'll go for it. But
yes,
like this doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean
sure
anything.
It does. Look, man, if TaDDe can kill all the probes after he leaves the game, character can do it while he's still in the game. All right, go on. Yes, beautiful. And he's gonna morph. He's just gonna stay in the game, let that finish, kill a few more probes. Oh, the probes are coming. Oh my god. Never mind what's happening in character space. That's irrelevant. Is it going to finish? How long is that going to take? The cannon's going to finish at like the exact same time almost. Oh, I'm wrong.
Well, I'm not supporting his moral victory. I'm watching blobfish kill characters to base because that's clearly the smarter choice. It's the more preferred play.
The micro. No. Oh, try it. That was amazing. That was beautiful character. I'm so glad you stayed in the game for this.
And no one's gonna know. No, I'm not supporting character hanging around to just try to meme it up. No.
Did you see that drop micro? You tried?
No, exactly. I didn't. No, I didn't.
Oh, you're ruining everyone's experience. You know, not looking at these things. People must be wondering, like, what's Neblime going on about? He's just like making noises while goons are killing character's base.
Yeah, I mean. Hey, I caught eyes on the first drop. I saw the second drop, but the moment you morph in Archon, it's like, listen, hey, how about like your base is exploding? You know what? You don't get the glory of getting to be the last like successful kill on screen before you leave. I'm not giving him that. But hey, that is for a little bit of a weird matchup, like you're saying, playing the PvP between these players. It's a 2-0 win for blobfish, and he should play more pros because that did not look bad at all. Either game.
Yeah, it looked very solid there, honestly. Pretty one-sided match, I would say. But alright, let's go into our next series here. Are you in a hurry, Saetzero? Because it's a CBZ, so it's not going to take too long, I imagine.
I mean, it might. We've had a couple. It's not Lightstorm, though, so, you know, the meme, we'll see.
Yeah, he's in chat. We'll see if his influence comes in here.
Well, I know these players have occasionally gone a little bit off the deep end, so we'll see what they do. In the top left, in the red Zerg, it's Effay. In the top right, in the purple Zerg, it's FakePromise.
Yeah, I always thought it was Effay.
We need to like have everyone like to sign up. You have to like submit a clip of you saying your
name. Yeah, give a recording.
Yeah.
Does anyone have an unsayable name? I'm trying to think. Probably. It's just a matter of pronunciation now. Okay, so they're going to meet each other immediately with the Overlords here. I said it was cool we found out about Goodnight, but honestly in ZVZ, you can kind of boil down a lot of map features that don't matter so much. Oh, Effay turned the Overlord. Why? Why would you do this?
Well, if you are, playing for the metagame advantage, he should be going downward, right? To go towards the natural.
But he should have sent it immediately. Like, you can't change once you've committed one direction because you're going to get to their main ASAP. You might as well keep going right, I would say, because like you kind of hide your Overlord anyway if you do that, so it's not so bad. I don't know. I'm just kind of shocked he turned it. Well, putting down 9 pull for Effay. FakePromise not putting one down yet. I'm not going to say it. There you go. He puts it down.
We heard you. We heard you.
Seems like a pretty direct advantage for FakePromise here, because he's just going to have a little bit more economy here compared to Effay. I mean, I guess Effay can hit with like a speed timing, but it's going to be a narrow window, and with defender's advantage, I don't really think it's going to matter that much. Ooh, now is he going to go for a hatchery here? Because he's banking up a bunch of minerals. FakePromise, that is.
We'll see. It does look like that might be the plan, which, I mean, if your plan is just kind of flood links and put the pressure on, I don't mind that, I don't think. I just don't know with Good Night, like, what you're trying to do here, because I feel like the terrain here, like, mutas have a little extra value, right? Like, I think Lings, they got a little more spot they got to run around. You got more high grounds that you got to kind of worry about and all these paths.
Well, at the same time, though, if they have to go, like, around the kind of flight path, that also means the mutas have to kind of go out of their way to intercept them, so I don't know. Look, man, it's a ZVZ. You're always trying to just kill your opponent pretty fast. There's not that much nuances there on the map side, at least if you're only playing on one hatch. It's literally just like, well, how far do you have to rush? Is there a proper ramp? Do you want to get a hatch in your main or not? Those are the questions you got to answer. But both players, well, okay, we have the second hatch down here. But as you can see, FakePromise already matching the link count. And Effay did go for link speed here. So he's going to have to hit with that and basically kill this hatchery or better, or else he's so dead. Because FakePromise has absolutely every advantage if he keeps this hatchery alive, I think.
Well, I mean, Effay still has the faster lair, so I wouldn't say every advantage. It's, you know, we're taking a little bit of leaps here, but still, it's a lot of links for FakePromise. Effay's got to be very careful to not overcommit, but that does force FakePromise. They gotta stay back because they're not gonna have speed anywhere remotely as fast, and they're gonna keep pumping out links, not trying to sneak out drones or anything. So we'll see how it actually ends up playing out.
Yeah, well, it looks like he's gonna go in speed here. He's just waiting for it. Man, he's like setting himself up in the concave. Maybe he's trying to bait him. Although, yeah, the thing is, if FakePromise starts coming across the map and then speeds on the finish for Effay, that will be a big win for Effay. But I don't think FakePromise is going to play that game. He knows what's up. Although I'm kind of surprised he's sitting this far forward. It might be a mistake. Look at that. Effay gets the engage here, attacking from one end. Although some of the links not helping out the battle for both players, in fact. 2 up the ramp for FakePromise, but Effay has 5 left over. Oh, he pulls back a little, but kind of doesn't. And now a drone hatched for FakePromise. The worst timing imaginable. These links coming up here, and I think they're just going to win this game instantly. There is nothing here for FakePromise except drones, and they are pretty bad against links, I have to say.
Well, they're going to try anyway, but yeah, it's not looking great, especially with speed being finished, keeping the pressure on. Effay's lair is done as well. Hasn't started the Spire yet, but I think you see blood in the water right now. You don't have to worry about that. Down to 3 drones for FakePromise. More links are on the way as well. Does have the second hatchery, but just no money, and that's going to be it.
Yeah, GG. That's all it takes. Just a little bit of droning and you die. That's CBZ.
Well, I mean, that little bit of bait out to get FakePromise away, get them surrounded when speed finished too. So
that was a nice move.
Yeah, I think you're expecting though, if you know like, oh, I got second hatchery, I really delayed my gas. You don't have speed. Why even take the risk? Right.
Well, did he have full info of his opponent? I didn't see.
Well, no, but you have full info of what you're doing, right?
Yeah, okay.
So it's like, you know how much you delayed your speed. It feels risky to poke out that much. Like, stay on the ramp, stay by your next slip, stay by your hatchery on the low ground. Like, that's what you know. But I wouldn't go any further than that. Seems dangerous.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. The only way that that he could have had lings there at that time, there's no way he would have speed like later than FakePromise. Okay, we're in our second game.
Yep, and we're, again, that minor color tweak, which I'm enjoying a little bit. In the top right, in the magenta this time, it's FakePromise. And the bottom left, in the red, it's Effay.
Yeah, we got to keep it freshened up for you, right? We want you getting bored of them. So, do you have your top versus bottom option? I know you love pressing those buttons. You do if you get too bored.
Well, it's not about getting bored. It's about the colors not being different enough. And magenta's different enough from everything. Even like purple versus magenta doesn't like me. It isn't difficult to me.
ZBZ, you can't blink or it's already over. That's true. That's true. Well, do you think Lightswarm and Nagnar will succeed in one day? You'd be like, oh no, ZBZ always goes at least 40 minutes. You got to take to Defilers before you can end the game.
I hope the backstory is, okay, I got into StarCraft. It was like in that season, like around like when Fantasy's coming up, and we had like Grave versus Hydra. Hydra won a couple like championships. like that was the era they really got into the game. It's like, oh, so this is ZBZ. I get it. Nice.
Oh my god. But what if they were like, oh, I started getting StarCraft. There was this guy called Neblime who kept naysaying these Hydras, but history's proved him wrong. What if that's how it goes?
I mean, the last one we did, there was 5 Hydra builds over the best of 3. That means 2 or 3 of them lost, so it's not this unbeatable build.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Now, speaking of unbeatable build, has Effay done it? Has he cracked the code? Someone's finally figured it out. He's going for the 9-pool gas. It is the best build, just so you know. The answer to all my questions is yes.
Well, on a 2-player map, when your opponent decides to go overpool with gas, I'm not gonna say it's the best build. That's
well, it was last time. Well, it was overpool hatchery though, right? Oh wait, did he get the gas for the hatchery? I don't remember. I think he did.
No, he did not. That's why I was saying, why did he move out the links? He knows how delayed the gas was. This is a lot more normal of what you're expecting to see here. Effay's gonna get the first set of lings out, but that distance on Eclipse, so much ground to cover, and even like the Overlords are gonna be able to tell you like exactly how much time you got. Effay going for the speed again. Like, hey, if it gives you an opportunity to get the damage done, seems reasonable. We'll see if FakePromise wants to stay defensive. This could be an opportunity, maybe go lair first to get an advantage. No, they're just going to match the speed, take their slight edge.
Here's the thing, with these matchups of builds, do you still get a hatchery at the low ground as FakePromise? Like, is that still okay?
I hate it to begin with. You know how I feel about like you just build it in your main. It's so much safer, so much easier to defend.
It's so much less advantage if you do that and you stand up in a muta fight. It doesn't really help you. That's the thing. That's why everyone wants to build it natural. They want that second guess, that sweet, sweet second guess.
Yeah, but it takes so long to actually be able to secure that and get the advantage from it. Like, you can put yourself in so much trouble early on instead. But, hey, if you get it, it's not bad. FakePromise, though, learned the lesson. Going to guard up on the ramp instead. But Effay still faster on the lair. Still hasn't have anything started. FakePromise instead going to get a second hatchery in the base this time. Has stopped mining gas. Looks like they might try to flood links and do a counterattack when speed finishes.
Oh, well, these links are getting cleaned up here. Uh-oh, Effay losing a lot of links there. I think FakePromise only lost 3. Wait, does it know what? I didn't see which one died onto the Overlord. It was censored. But look, FakePromise has a big ling advantage right now. Effay needs to retreat. Oh no, he cannot be fighting on this side of the map. This is going to be a disaster. He does run away, and you know, the units at the same speed, not likely to catch each other. Or are they? Okay, no, they dance out of the way. Man, this is the weirdest looking fight. Oh! Yeah. Gets another one. Uh-oh. FakePromise really pulling ahead now. The engagement has gone so much his way. And how much is really there at home for Effay? Effay has a lot of money. I'm not sure what he's saving for. Gets the Spire now, but he needs to be morphing lings, and he's still not morphing lings. Oh, but FakePromise pulls back. Man, I think FakePromise could 100% ended the game there, because Effay just was not making lings, and I don't really know why.
I don't know. The Overlord's even over. Like, you know what's there here. Like, you know what you're dealing with, so... We'll see. And FakePromise acknowledges how behind they are. Here comes the Evo Chamber. And it's like, if you're going to do that, you have to attack, right? Like, you have to try it.
If he's going to do that, he needs to get the hatch in the natural, doesn't he? Because if he doesn't kill his opponent and he holds off with spores, like, okay, then you're on 1 gas defending, then what? Like, your opponent's going to take 2 and then you lose. So I don't understand why he got the hatch in the main. Especially if he's going for so many lings. He should have the ling advantage where he can kind of defend that. Like, I don't know. I think it's a clear mistake to get this hatch in main here.
I mean, if you know you're going to stay on lanes at C, FakePromise is still not mining gas yet. Really going to commit to the lane. So if you know you're not transitioning to where you need the gas, then the second gas doesn't matter. So we'll see, though.
Okay, but then why even get the Evo? Why even get the Evo then? Because then you should be just saying, well, okay, I'm just going to try and kill you, and if the mutas ever can leave your base, it means I've already lost, basically, I think. I don't know. It just doesn't seem synergistic to me. Now, that said, is he even going to try and end the game here? I'm not sure what he's waiting for. He's got all these links back home, and, you know, if it doesn't have that many, the muta's going to be morphing, so I don't know if FakePromise's window is closing. By the way, I hate that sunken position for Effay. I was going to say earlier, but other stuff came up. Like, I didn't want to be criticizing ZVZ SimCity today, but man, this sunken is just wide out in the open.
Yeah, it's not great. You want to try to tuck that in, make it a little harder to get to. But then if that wasn't there, then the Spire is more easy to snipe up. Like, I think either, like, no matter what, you're kind of putting yourself in a rough spot here. FakePromise still trying to make all they can. They're actually switching back into drones. And they still haven't mined gas yet, so I don't know what we're looking for here. When the mutas do pop, and the Overlord's going to see it.
Is this a Hydra build in freaking T2?
No, well, okay,
there's
no gas.
The main play. The lings are well, that's the thing. With the Hydra build, you don't get gas for a long-ass time. The lings are definitely the main attack, though. That's definitely the main concept here. But maybe he's thinking he can Hydra follow up somehow. Because, yeah, how else is he going to ever get out of his base? Now, these mutas are going to start doing their work. The lings have no choice but to attack immediately. And, I mean, there is a lot more lings for FakePromise, but these mutas will do their damage. Look at this. The lings getting caught up, not attacking. The concave is beautiful. Even a drone coming actually decides it's not even needed. I don't know. He might still break through here.
I mean, there's still, if you do, there's a sunken waiting for you. The mutas are just going to slowly pick things off, and there's just too many lings to concave up at the ramp. FakePromise maybe had a window earlier on, but waiting way too long here. You can see trying to build more spores, but we see the supply difference. There's not a lot of drones, still no gas, so you can't like transition to hydras or anything. And
yeah,
it's like
you're trying to attack again. Forced to meet us back at least, but I mean, he's just buying time here. Here's the thing, I guess they are still both on one base, so until Effay takes a second base, isn't necessarily in an over position.
I think it's over. I think it's totally over.
Well, we'll see.
Like, how's FakePromise can't take another expansion? These lanes are never going to build up enough to, like, move out. You can't stop the Overlord from seeing exactly what you're doing here. And there's Overlords on the map if Effay wasn't feeling comfortable. But you can see, even going to go hunt down these lanes, do what they can. And there's still enough defense back at home on the ramp, still the sunken, still making mutas. Like, this doesn't get better.
But the thing is, he can use his tricks here. See, he's trying to maneuver the mutas out of position, they attack. And there's hardly any lings left here for Effay. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say it's impossible, all right? I don't want to curse this. Because he now he can run these links back. Oh, okay, maybe not. Because they're going to get murdered.
If you want to not cast a cursor, you should say it is impossible, then the comeback happens. That's how it works.
Okay, FakePromise can never win this game. Now watch the brilliant plays over the next 5 minutes. He's gonna, I don't know what he's gonna do, to be honest.
See, I'm being a buddy for you. Now you sound smart. Now you sound like you got the game plan. It's like, yeah, it is locked down. I think so. Look at the supply lead, and Effay's got money left over. If all they do is add another hatchery, which there it is on the way now. So, like, it's really gonna just be a rough spot. FakePromise is trying the best they can, but the Mutas are just waiting here. It's a slaughter. These things are never gonna get anything done.
Honestly, Effay needs to make like a couple more links just to physically block this so the Mutas can do their work. But yeah, I guess eventually FakePromise mines out. I guess that's how this game's gonna go down. Like, what else is gonna happen here?
Is this gonna? You think this is gonna be like a 30-minute game where 8 drones mine out your main?
How long does it take?
Is that what you...
Well, I don't know what else FakePromise is waiting for, because obviously Effay doesn't want to check spawns. Well, hang on, the Mutas out of position here. Ling's gonna try and come in. Oh, they're gonna try. Well, they're gonna succeed, but then yeah, the Sunken's already there. Weird in never so bad a position. Is still just gonna deny this. Well, he can kill drones though. Oh no, he can't. He could have killed drones in some universe. I don't know. Effay needs to be a bit more careful with his Muta position, because they weren't really doing anything there. They were just chilling over the cliff. So he really needs to be on the ball about that. Or like, you know, if every time FakePromise attacks with 10 links, he kills 1 drone, he would eventually win the game that way.
If you lose 10 lings to kill 1 drone, and your opponent is like has more drones than you, there's no. Where'd you get that math in your head?
Listen, if he just keeps making like mutas, but doesn't stop the lings from doing anything, like he would not be able to win. Like if he wasn't able to re-drone. So,
but Effay is re-droning. They're still up on drone.
Look, man, I'm really trying to make this sound better for FakePromise than it is.
No, just like how I wasn't buying into characters drop at the end. It's like, oh, let's look at the Archon micro when the game's over. It's like, no, like FakePromise. I get it. It's, you know, this would end the series, so I try to stay in longer. But realistically, the opportunity to do the damage was way earlier in the game. I don't know how you actually close this one out. I don't mind them like for keep trying, but you can see the same plan has been like, I'm gonna pull up a little bit of lings. I'm gonna go for this attack, and it hasn't worked over and over and over again. At least try something else. I don't know what you do.
Hide like 3,000 lings in the corner of the map, and then when as soon as the mutas come across and try and end it, then he attacks or something. Oof. Man, that's brutal. A lot of links died there, and there's 2 Sunkens now, so it's going to be a lot harder. Oh boy. Where's he even going? There's nowhere to run, little Zergling. Just accept your fate. Like I was saying, I mean, this is going to keep going until FakePromise mines out, right? Like, what else is he waiting for here?
Well, I mean, eventually, FA is just going to have enough mutas to go, just be like, I don't care about your spores. I'm just going to go for it. We'll see.
Can 11 mutas beat 3 spores? I want to say no.
I'm not sure, but I think you could be, because of the situation, I think you can pick them off without the other 2 supporting fire. From, like,
where are these mutas going? This is what I'm saying. The mutas keep getting out of position. And this does give the opportunity for an attack to go down. But they actually are going to go for the counter here. Well, let's see. Nope. Okay, no, they're not. They changed their mind at the last second. There's 3 mutas at home. But 2 Sunkens is not that much. FakePromise stalled. If he went straight in, he could have actually got something done there, I think. Well, I say that. These mutas still not coming to pick off. Whoa.
We've been saying that for the last 7 minutes. If you go straight in, maybe there's a chance. That's a sense we keep repeating.
You can see that if I was playing a CBC, I would do the exact same thing as FakePromise. But like, maybe if I just go straight in this time. And here we go. He's going to take out this Sunken, I think. Well...
No, too many mutas. The glaives are too much.
Brutal.
And that was a pooled amount. All right, yeah. Finally, FakePromise has enough. Effay, hey, looking good. Another 2-0 victory. So we got some players really showing their chops at the mirror matchups here.
By the way, Pete in chat said Red should win like before like his lair was finished, so obviously saw the future there.
We all saw the future. You're the only one to be like, I don't want to curse it. Let's make it happen. We just gotta give him the positive energy. It's like, no, man. There's a limit.
all right. So 2-0. Man, I gotta be the advocate for the underdog, man. Someone's got to do it. You just want to be like, no, he's lost.
Well, hey, that does tie us what we cast so far at 1 game apiece. Like, if you FakePromise ended up winning, that's not underdog. That's just let us attack, killing everybody.
I'm just going for the underdog in the moment, you know?
So do you switch sides mid-match?
Yeah, sure, I have it before.
You're an animal. I appreciate it, though. It's cool. All right, we're going into our third set. Still some Tier 2 action. In the top left, in the magenta Protoss, it's FridgeRaider. In the bottom left, in the white Protoss, it's Inhale. If you're noticing the theme with the Tier 2, it's a lot of mirrors.
I just realized what you've done. You've gotten me into a cast where we do a whole bunch of mirrors and no TVT. God damn it, Saetzero.
Okay, now,
How could you do this to me?
to be fair, you're casting tomorrow and I'm not there. Do whatever you want.
Alright, all TVTs all the time.
Yo, poor Cold War upgrades. He's not here. You didn't hear that, right?
I got it. Yeah, no, don't worry about him. I'll make him do whatever I want.
No, I did choose this. It's actually just this Tier 2 was all mirrors. All of them played mirrors. So it's not. I didn't pick this. I didn't cherry pick any. This is all of the Tier 2.
Well, it makes sense. It's all PvP of ZVZ because they want to switch it up from PvZ. So this is what you end up getting. Makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So 2 dedicated Protoss players this time, right?
I believe so. Inhale, I don't know, but FridgeRaider, definitely seen them around.
I only just realized FridgeRaider sounds a lot like FridgeRaider, so I guess I get it now, guys. I finally get the joke.
Bruh.
It took me a long time. It's been a long journey, but I think I've grown as a person. I don't know what else to say. Look at that APM, though. Inhale, 100 ahead. Will it transfer into an actual advantage in this game? I have my doubts. I'm going to get a Scatterchip's probe right away, though.
Man, they do see each other.
Oh, God. Okay, it's double gate again, 10-12. But
I don't mind that from Inhale to actually check the center. I think that's a very legitimate choice.
But I would say, you see the probe path, though, it surely appeared that it was not coming from the center. I guess it doesn't take that much time out of your day, though. You know, you're just going to see the sights of the map. Yeah, it's interesting on this map, by the way. This buildable center. Now, several maps have buildable centers that usually doesn't come into play outside of, like, TVT and sometimes TVP. But this one's, like, a little more defensible. I still probably wouldn't see it taken in a game that doesn't have a Terran in it. But it's kind of interesting that it's kind of ramped up and not too wide open.
I don't know, man. Like, it's defensible, sure, but there's so many ramps, there's so many entrances, it's terrifying.
Yeah, well, you also got to consider it actually has like full mineral patches, unlike Fighting Spirit, which has all these freaking budget mineral patches. So when you're desperately taking it,
but Fighting Spirit's got the double gas. Oh, the big juicy
so
double
does this
gas.
map. So does this map. There's one gas on the left, one gas on the right.
Yeah, but that's all you care about in the Fighting Spirit. What is the gases? Right?
I don't mean, I run out of minerals sometimes, probably because I make so many missile turrets. These zealots need to get across the map and do something here, because Inhale's already made a safety zealot.
No, I don't mind this from FridgeRaider, because if you send one and you lose the micro fight, bros get pulled, are not good. You wait for 3, especially when you know your opponent doesn't have 2 gateways, they're not going to match your production. This is how you can manage to get some damage done. It doesn't have to be the like killing zealots or anything. You just go in, trade some probes up, and just lean on your advantage as you keep building up back at home.
Yeah, okay, but if you send the one zealot though, and they don't block their ramp, you can just run and start running around picking up probes. It's surely worth it, isn't it? By the way, this brave probe from Inhale is going to take out this pylon, or is it? He was so close. He was almost a quarter of the way down.
Well,
oh god, is Inhale going to lose that probe? That's actually kind of a big deal. Uh-oh.
Seems like it might happen here. Look, 3 zealots are in here. It looks like 1 dragoon's there, but no range just yet. And this is what I'm talking about. You don't have to worry too much about things. Just get some probes, which Inhale already actually cut probes at some point here, trying to drill, mess up the AI. Not doing a bad job, but still taking some pretty big damage. These zealots. This is why this build can be so hard to deal with, especially at close spawns. Yeah,
that's a huge advantage for FridgeRaider already. And he did go straight into dragoons here. Didn't overmake those zealots, got up to 6 or anything. So, man, he's actually in like a winning position already. I want to say with 6 probes advantage. I mean, you know, the techs could always go the wrong way if he tries to go for, you know, 3 gate or something versus DT. But it is a robo for Inhale. See what FridgeRaider's going to do here. Is this going to be like another game we watched where FridgeRaider's going to go for DTs and continue the advantage?
I mean, we'll see. One thing I really don't like, because especially on this map, how like big this main is. Look at Inhale, like distance to the ramp. The road being so south, I don't like that. That's something you gotta build it close to the ramp. You can see like FridgeRaider, all their stuff nearby the ramp. They're doing a much better job with all that.
Yeah, for sure. No robo coming up yet, but I mean, Inhale didn't even place a pylon there, which is an error of its own, I would say. Look at this. These 2 goons looking for something. They're using these like printing machines over here, or whatever they are. What are these things? Nope, no, they're not.
They're fans for an exhaust printing machines?
No. The bits that are freestanding. The freestanding bits. What are those?
I don't know.
They look like, you know, really ancient, like, printing machines, don't they?
A bit, but like, isn't this all like super cyber future? Or is this like Star Wars, where it's in the future but also in the past?
No, it's not even like that. It's just like Terrans are dumb, so they build stuff like really low tech sometimes. I mean, look at those ramps. Those ramps aren't even like a ramp. Someone's like leaned some like metal things there, and they're hoping they don't fall down when the heavy goon steps on it. You know, so
no, that ramp. We have one of those at my work, a ramp like that. It's you use it to like unload like a big like 18-wheeler truck, to, like so you can get your forklift in there.
Oh, that is not safe. My God, I hate that.
Hey, it's just a recommendation. Don't worry about it.
Oh my gosh. I also like to point out a lot of this stuff is like screwed in with rivets and stuff, which is not safe. So like I'm just saying, I'm not surprised that they have like 19th century technology up here. It's not because they're like, you know, in like you said, in some kind of Star Wars scenario. It's just because they're dumb / cheap. Okay, FridgeRaider with a lot more goons here, but surely that ramp, you can't even try this.
You don't want to, but you're happy. You've contained down the bottom.
Yes.
And remember, like those Zelts getting in, they saw one gateway. They didn't see like a citadel, so no real tech on the way here. It looks like from Inhale, it will end up being Reavers. And
oh man, that robo position you mentioned really gonna be a problem right now. He has to walk all the way up there. Oh my God! If I was watching this stream, by the way, I want you to know, I would right click to that Reaver and just like FK'd for a minute, because I know I don't have to do any observing for a whole minute as it crawls towards the ramp. Okay, pushes him back here, by the way.
That still is a bunch of rain stuff. The Zelt's going to take some damage, but not going to be able to get too much done. Doesn't lose it, which is nice. You know, still a distraction. But FridgeRaider, knowing the Nexus isn't started, seeing what army pushes out here, you're not feeling too bad. Feels comfortable enough to take a Nexus and just keep working on their defense back at home.
100% think that's the move, because I think he even saw the blow of the Observer. So he knows pretty well what's up here. So honestly, FridgeRaider played really well so far this game. I haven't really seen any like major misplays, whereas Inhale took a lot of damage early, and you know has to kind of give up this expansion lead. I'm just gonna like mention it again because of the Robo. The fact that we went for Robo Observer Reaver Observer Shuttle. It's so long. Like you're not gonna be able to do anything. Which it's nice as defensive, I think. But for Inhale, the damage you took early, being defensive, like. The Observer sees the Nexus, you know you're behind on workers, you know you're behind on the expansion timing, and the Observer got in the base enough, like, you don't have any tech advantage, you all have the same stuff. Yeah, I mean, look at that worker advantage, still 8 workers at this point in the game. That's why Inhale doesn't have a Nexus, I guess. Even FridgeRaider producing off 3 gates, and it's only going to get worse from here. Now, it's shuttle speed for Inhale. Honestly, I'm always happy when I'm casting, like, Reavers trying to zoom in and blow up all the probes, because that's always exciting. If he can get in there, get some harass, he can probably equalize this, but he is going to need a Nexus if he's going to go for harass. But maybe he's going to go for the attack? I mean, does speed help you that much on the attack? Because, I mean, the shuttle only needs to keep up with the goons anyway, right? It's not that great for the attack. It's good, like, when you're microing trying to save the Reaver, that you're not taking a bunch of extra shots as you're trying to dart in and out, but this is a lot of investment. Remember, it's 200. It's an expensive upgrade, so... Yeah. And it's not going to be done for the fight. That's like almost another Reaver, right? So... It's more than another Reaver. He's gonna come right in here. Now that Reaver for FridgeRaider is blocked and it can't shoot over that cliff as much as it might want to. So if Inhale starts the attack right away, maybe he can get something done here. It looks pretty tough. These forces can't evenly match. The shuttle immediately taking a lot of fire. Oh no! That's a train wreck. Misplays there. If he had shuttle speed, he would have made it out. But that said, FridgeRaider does not have as many goons here. The probe's coming out doing a lot of damage. The goons dancing in the back of Inhale. Looks like he's going to be repulsed easily here. Again, the Reaver really wants to shoot down that cliff, but it just can't. And in fact, FridgeRaider is taking the fight 1-to-1. He doesn't even need fancy Reavers, or does he? Bring it down. And I think he's going to clean this up pretty easily. You can target that shuttle all you want. It's not going to change the outcome of this fight. Yeah, and this should be basically the end of it. Inhale committed to the attack, never took the Nexus behind it, so they're down so many workers, lost all their army. They're going to have speed, but that's the only thing you're looking at this point, which, okay, I guess. You can make a miracle, but I don't know, man. It's going to be hard. I want to see the harass. Look, the goons that were in FridgeRaider's base got pulled back, so if you can come in here with a Reaver... Let's go. Come on. That Observer saw that it has speed if you're paying attention, so you know what you have to deal with. Just right clicked on it. Uh-oh. Can FridgeRaider intercept? No, he can't go that way. Go up the ramp. Okay, no, the shuttle actually went the other way anyway. I guess he knows all too well.
I like this path though. Just like really try to be like, no, I will not just hand you my Reaver again.
Yeah, got to shake that observer. That's a good try. I mean, he's forcing him to stay back here, but his Nexus hasn't even started. So in the end, isn't this kind of just benefiting FridgeRaider anyway? The longer the game goes, well, he's gonna try this, but there's 3 goons in position already. I'm like, 2 is enough. 3 is.
And look how many are in the main. He's ready to defend this. There's no way. There's no way.
Well, I guess he had to buy himself time to try and get this Nexus, but again, though, I feel like it's just FridgeRaider's pulling more ahead the longer the game goes. So the defensive posture seems to make sense, and Cannon's going to go up now, and that's going to really make it a lot harder. Well, I do say, though, sometimes the Cannon just gives a target for the Scarab and makes it even worse. But it's better than having nothing there, I suppose. Oh, double Reaver. Look at this. The Observer for Inhale is patrolling around as well, trying to find a chink in the armor here. But I don't think there is one.
Yeah, I mean, if you can find one, though, and let's say the attack, it goes great. It goes super good. You kill like 10 probes. That'd be great. Like, one real good shot. You're even and behind on tech still. Like, it's not going to be enough. Yeah. You can see, like, FridgeRaider, knowing how much they've done this game, adding on cannons, adding extra defense, building up their gateway count, everything's looking great here. And as Observer's going to move forward, you're going to see the attempt to take a Nexus, and it's now done. Oh, that's just like a Christmas present when you see that.
Sure, FridgeRaider even going for a 3rd base here. Which is kind of interesting, because what if the Reavers are out there? I guess the Observer could see it. No, not from there. I'm surprised he would send that probe out kind of unprotected. He has so many goons, and he knows he has a bigger army. In fact, I'm kind of confused why all these goons are up the ramp like that. Okay, he's going to move them down now. Imagine if Inhale somehow had some kind of army. No, okay, I guess there's no scenario where that's really happening. Although, you know, the goon production is kicking into gear now. 5 gates up, the second Nexus finally up. So he's going to do something here.
Yeah, I think those goons were more by the ramp instead of at the front in case, like, the speed shuttle went through the natural, just ran into the main to intercept
That would be so brave. Like, even if those goons weren't all on the ramp, I'm trying to imagine how that ends up being worth it, and I really can't.
Well, the Observer sees all those goons that are in the main are now out of there, so the opportunity for counterattack, but if they're not there, where are they? They're in the middle of the map, massive army leading in. Yeah, this is 10 supply of defense that is not going to be here. If we do the big damage, oh, there's a cannon though, got to be careful. Does drop, looks like we're going to get some big hits.
Oh!
There's your target that you're talking about, but the attack at the front is going to start going through. FridgeRaider's got so much more stuff.
Yeah, and he kills every probe here, but I don't think Inhale can even hold his ramp. The goon's like scrambling up to get out of here. Well, maybe. Oh, there's Reavers though. He needs to get down to that natural and kill every probe there, and then he's got a shot here. The Reavers really need to hold. Sorry, the goons really need to hold that ramp, but they're sitting back from it, giving FridgeRaider the opportunity to come up. But hang on, there's no cannons in the main. I guess turnabout is fair play. FridgeRaider's just going to do the exact same thing to him. Oh, these probes, where are they even going to go? They're like, oh god, run. Well,
the target is not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this allows FridgeRaider's army to come up the ramp though, so does it even matter? One more shot. Nope. These Zealot goon coming up the ramp though might just be enough. The Reavers come back for Inhale. No, man, can FridgeRaider actually take this? I guess he can. Yeah, the Reaver shots are good, but they're not that good.
They're not that good. There's too many goons here. They're doing everything they can, though. I'll say it's a lot closer than I thought, but ended up not being enough. We're going to get the GG from Inhale. He thought it. We know it. We know he thought it. It's cool.
That's why he lost this game, because the Reaver shots weren't that good, of course.
Hey, I saw, after that first drop in the main, I saw 12 and 7. No, the Reaver shots were fine. They weren't the problem.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Well, you can see how strong that 2 gateway opening. Just get a couple Zealots in there, cause a little panic. If you don't know how to defend that build's very hard to deal with, and it can put you in a really rough spot.
Yeah, for sure. And like, you know, his worker advantage actually increased from there, so I don't know if he got cut or missed or what happened there. And that big attack, let's not forget, that attack that failed also just dug the hole kind of deeper.
Alright, well, back on Eclipse, game number 2. We'll see how this one goes between these players, though. In the top right, in the Magenta Protoss, it's FridgeRaider. In the bottom left, in that pale green, it's Inhale.
Alright, we need an intermission? What for? What do they need intermission for? Did they have a break before this game, or are they like discussing it after this game? What are they talking about?
I mean,
I guess we'll never know.
I'm sure you've played a match where you're like, I need like 5 minutes, like a long draining game, or like some frustrating thing. You just need a couple minutes to cool your head. Maybe that.
Sure, but I don't go in game 2 and then ask. You know, like I'd ask after game 1. Like, why is he asking here?
mean, we'll see though. The players know where each other are. Inhale. I don't think their game plan, like, there's anything too wrong with it. The idea of what they want to do, all of it made sense. I think it was just that damage from early on. What I would like to see in this game, because if FridgeRaider did that on the 4-player map, I don't see why you wouldn't do it here. I want to see Inhale match it. That's one of the easiest ways to help you defend this, is just also do the 2-gate opening.
You know, in that game one, we saw Inhale had a Zealot and Goop. For some reason, that was like in the back corner of his space of doing anything. And it's kind of symptomatic also of his gate and eventually Robo being way back in the corner. If he just kind of presents his forces to his opponent a bit more, he might have better luck here. Now, already the gateway's pretty far back, so I mean, I'm not super hopeful, but that said, you can always get a second pylon or whatever, or a third pylon and get the Robo in position. Especially with this main so much smaller as well. I mean, I expect it'll do better. No.
Yeah, not nearly as bad here as it was on Goodnight. That was just a trek for that Reaver.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, slight delay. The 1 second delay. Man, I think Inhale's lost this game with his probe being delayed by FridgeRaider's probe. There's nothing you can do.
And look at that. Inhale is going to match. We're both getting some 10-12 2-gate action. Now, the question is how these players want to play. You do have options out of this, and especially as far as like what tech choice you want to go. And if you how long you can keep the scouting probe alive. Because for a while, it's just going to be Zealots. It's going to be hard to get rid of that probe unless you let it die. And that's going to be very, very important if it ends up happening.
Yeah, so I've seen this before, and I don't know if it's just a lack of scouting info, but I saw both players get 6 Zealots while doing anything else. Okay, I feel like I'm still the gas for a second. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do. That's just what I've seen before. And, you know, both of them at least making some Zealots. You can't really just, like, not make Zealots and immediately go for side, right? You don't have time for that, do you?
I mean, you're not going 2 gates to not make Zealots, right?
Even if your opponent also makes two gates? I mean, I guess.
Well, if they see you make a Cybercore and they didn't make it yet, they know they're in a good spot. Also, a commitment that, ooh, it is going to be the gas, but nothing from Inhale yet. So we'll see if that ends up just being a little an optimization, or is this going to be the other style where you get Zealots and then you expand behind it with cannons?
Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty strong, right? It certainly looks like that's what he's thinking. Now, there's no third pylon here for Inhale, so it looks like it is going to be a Nexus. It's kind of crazy.
I mean, well, think about what we're talking about. Zealots, this long distance, they're slow. They don't engage well against cannons, really, if you also have Zealots to defend. Now, you are giving up all your tech. Like, you really got to delay the tech, catch up later, but if your opponent can't break this and you get yourself in a pretty good spot, it's definitely not a bad way to try and play this out here. It's going to have to be a forge behind this, and then we'll go from there. So you're not going to be able to hit it with like DTs or anything, but Reavers can still siege it down. You can still put some good harassment on with your shuttle play. So a lot of options still for FridgeRaider as well. They're going to move forward with these Zealots, but you can see the defender advantage, Inhale, because they didn't get the gas of the Cybercore, already up to 5 Zealots. They're not going to be able to do anything, and we're going to see this Nexus be notably ahead of the opponent. I don't like how many probes are being cut to do it, though.
Well, it's interesting that FridgeRaider is the one who moves out here, even though he has less Zealots. I wonder if Inhale moved across and put the pressure, he could actually take a huge advantage here, doing like just a little bit of probe damage. Because the fact that FridgeRaider's tech so fast means he can actually potentially boss his Reavers pretty quick, and I think it'd be pretty tough for Inhale to defend. Because yeah, he's not really using these Zealots to his advantage fully.
I mean, I think you're fine just being defensive because you already have the lead. You have a Nexus.
I'm not so sure. Yeah, you have the economic lead, but not the tech lead. Like, I don't know, man. I guess we'll see what happens. But now he's, you know, a bit of a fight going on at least. I think he should have pushed across here.
I mean, he started feeling comfortable enough to move out the moment he had cannons on the way. He wanted to have.
What's this probe doing for FridgeRaider? You see this?
What, yeah, I see it. That's not bad. I wonder if that might be for a proxy.
Spotter pylons,
no, might be a proxy robo.
He might be proxying 2 more gates, dude. He has no tech. He might be proxying gates. Oh, he doesn't do it. Sad. I don't know what he's saving for then. I'm kind of questioning FridgeRaider's macro then if he's not actually doing anything.
Yeah, I'm not. If it was a proxy robo or proxy gateway, something to put pressure on and break this Nexus before it really gets rolling, I would like that decision. But unfortunately, like I said, now we're seeing here.
Very late with this probe here. Needed to send it earlier and also send it to the right spot. So this robo, if it's going to be a robo, it's going to be very delayed. I mean, okay, FridgeRaider is pushing these Zealots back. I'm questioning this is going to be fast enough to actually break this because I think unfortunately FridgeRaider really delayed it too much. We'll see though. If Inhale's just making cannons all day and not doing anything else, they might be fine.
Yeah, I mean, this is what, like, why you're thinking about going this, though. The Reaver is pretty good about helping to break this wall, especially when it's all this Zell defense. Even if they get speed, it's still going to be pretty robust. And Hale's starting to work on their tech, though. A lot of investment in cannons, which, at this point, like, you know they can't attack you. You're feeling pretty good. So, FridgeRaider also has the option to just bail out of this, take an expansion, or commit to the attack, whatever they want to do here.
They are still just whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, the macro is not going well here. Honestly, they should take an expansion as well. There's no reason not to if you're banking this much money. Now, look at this. Trying to come in, pick off cannons, putting the pressure on, I guess. It does force Inhale just to spend money on cannons, not much else. But yeah, like, it's this basic concept of StarCraft, right? Better to spend it on the wrong thing, not spend it at all. 1,000 minerals in the bank right now. If FridgeRaider wins this after hitting 1,000 minerals in 6 minutes, there's no justice in StarCraft, honestly.
Yeah, it's not great. Now, look at this, though. It's going to just be a straight robo. No shuttle. Going to slow crawl it. Just going to make it work. And Inhale is getting the robo their own. If they have to get their own Reaver for defense, look how far away from this ramp. Again, like not foreseeing where you're going to put these buildings. That could be devastating in the defense here.
Shield battery coming up here, I guess, which is quite nice. Yeah, again, though, you got so much minerals. Why not just get a shuttle? I mean, like I was saying, I think it's fine to get a Nexus. That would have been okay, but if you're gonna still save the minerals, please just get a shuttle.
Well, it's a time thing more than a money thing at this point.
But you should have time, shouldn't you?
The shuttle takes longer than the support bay.
Yeah, but how much longer? There's that shield battery.
Longer enough is the problem. Like you're already, this attack is already late. Remember, so like I think.
Yeah, all right. Pressured. No justice and no honor. That's right, character. That's StarCraft in a nutshell. Accept it.
Says the Terran player. Now this.
Hey, I'm not saying Terran's honorable or anything. I'm saying in all of StarCraft, any matchup, dude. It's not a race thing.
I think there's honor. Isn't that like the whole Protoss lore? Is the honor between the High Templar and the Dark Templar? Isn't that the whole freaking storyline?
What do you mean honor? Like that's what I'm saying. Like I said it in chat before. They're literally fighting over a haircut. Come on, dude.
Hey, it's a good haircut.
Okay, Reaver coming up here. Oh, it's gonna shoot. It's really hard to make it shoot at this angle. This is actually a very bugged position. If there was a cannon when those zealots were, it actually couldn't range it, I don't believe. So he's gonna pull back there. The shield battery keeps it alive. Doing some damage already. It looks like the Goon's gonna step forward, not even waiting. I mean, what's the point of using the Reaver if the Goon's just gonna die, though? I don't know if FridgeRaider has enough to be doing it like that. Well, maybe. The zealots coming forward. They are just sacrifices for the scarabs. Needs to shield that Reaver.
Well, yeah, don't forget, shield batteries right there, tons of money, cannons behind us as well, second Reaver on the way as well for FridgeRaider. You see it's starting to crawl on over. There's a decent amount of goons still here and still being rallied as well. Inhale trying to defend the best they can. They don't really have the money they need. They got plenty of gateways, so if they can stabilize, they'll be good. But these Reavers have not been touched yet. They're doing so much damage.
And the Reaver Inhale is out, but look at it, it doesn't even know which way to go. It's so far back. Oh, this is a disaster. And Inhale leaves the game.
Yeah, you can see how strong that kind of attack can be, even with all those cannons, and even how delayed that was from FridgeRaider, still executing it well enough to get the W. Another 2-0 here. Very lopsided mirrors we're seeing so far. We got one more, though. You know, maybe buck the trend. We'll see how this one goes.
Well, you know, that last game, I felt like both players definitely had chances. It was the least one-sided game we've seen, I guess. The first CBC was kind of alright, too. It just ended suddenly.
We got one more classic ZVZ action.
Of course. Well, we'll see how classic it'll be. If it's freaking Hydras and Lurkers, it's not classic.
Well, it ain't, at least from one of these players, it ain't going to be Hydras. I'm pretty sure of that. In the top left, in the olive Zerg, it's Leonix. In the top right, in the pink Zerg, it's Packrat.
So why do you say that? That you know one of them won't be making Hydras?
Packrat doesn't go Hydras, bro.
It ever? Like, he kind of converted? I'm just paranoid now. See, did you notice how I shifted from no, Hydras aren't a good strategy to like, oh, it's just not classic ZVZ. So I guess I'm just going to find whatever bullshit reason that I'm not going to accept Hydras. When their pros are making Hydras and ASL, I'll be like, no, they just don't understand ZVZ.
I mean,
why don't they listen to B-rank Terran?
See, here's the question. Like, I think you just a hater on some builds. Like, you get a little. I can imagine your face twists when battle cruisers are made too early in TVT.
Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea, Saetzero.
I think you're just a hater, man.
Yeah, I am. I don't deny it. I'm hating on a lot of things. If you put your depot down in a spot, I'm just like, all right, I know who I'm making my enemy in this cast. You know, if you want me to root for you, you're better off not picking Terran, to be honest. Because there's a lot of pitfalls. Now, that extractor trick, that suggests he's going to go for a hatch right here, and I guess you were right about Packrat, because he's putting a hatchery in the corner of his base already. So I shouldn't have questioned it, huh? Now, Leonix looks like he went for... Wait, he has to have a pool. Oh, there you go. Oh, come on now.
A gas pour pool, fast tech, wants to get the speed and lair as soon as you can.
Well, that can work against this, like, heavy link style. So that's spawning pool for Packrat. So yeah, Packrat's definitely going to become a heavy with links here. Thing is, with the hatchery in this position, you're absolutely relying on, like, confusing your opponent, and if it goes to mutas, you can't get spores to defend both locations. It'd be too expensive, it'd be a huge disadvantage. And luckily for Packrat, the Overlord didn't come immediately, because it would have scouted that hatchery. I think it went directly to Packrat's main. Of course, it eventually will get there, but by then it'd be too late.
Yeah, but in the same way, if you're going to send the first one out, you're usually sending it towards the exposed natural, like Leonix did. So, not, you know, playing against it, that it probably wouldn't happen. Like, you're putting it really as far away as possible. They did spawn, like, bottom right. So, you know, if any little edge you can get, if your opponent is, like, misjudging what's going on, because it's not like you want a drone scout or anything here. We do see that lair on the way. Looks like, I'm assuming we're going to see speed right behind us, but it's going to be very fast mutas. And Packrat's Overlord's going to get in here to see how fast his lair is. It's not see Lang's guard and rampant.
Oh, he's just rubbing his hand. He's like, oh, yes. Give me that juicy lair. I'm going to destroy it. Okay, 6 links coming out. Nope, that's not 6 links. That's 4 links.
Oh, and
yeah, I mean,
look at this. This is committed. Guys off the gas. 4 gas left over. And it's just going to be Langs out of these hatcheries now. This game will end one way or another quickly.
Surely with this many drones, you get a 3rd hatchery sooner or later. By the way, he's saving lava on the other hatchery. It's a big mistake. If you're going to build a hatchery in the corner of your base, you got to use a Packrat. Come on now. There you go. Look, if they're all done before speed hits, I guess it's not that big a deal, but still, you got to be careful about that. But yeah, surely, how many drones is this? This is like 9 drones. Surely you can afford a 3rd hatch eventually with that, right?
I'm sure you could.
Someone in chat tell me, can you support link production of like 2 drones? Or you need more than that? How many do you need per hatch?
Honestly, like, the more I'm thinking about this map particularly, I like this link heavy style. Look how big this ramp is. Look how many lings have to make this concave for Leonix. It's making more and more sense as you see it. Now, here comes that Overlord. It's gonna know. Yeah, well, the link does poke the ramp and at least gets an idea what's going on as well.
Well, you see this creep and you're like, did he just make creep colonies in his base? But no, he sees them hatching even. Yeah. Okay, but does he have time to react? 2nd hatch in the main. Definitely going to help out, but he needs a sunken, I think. I don't think you can survive this without a sunken. Packrat, I don't know what he's waiting for, because speed is done. This might be kind of like that other game we saw in Eclipse. Is he missing his window? Because I feel like he should be attacking right now. If his lings were over here right now, this looks pretty dire for Leonix, but now they have to cross the map. Still no sunken coming up, though, and that might be a critical mistake. Double Overlord getting made for Leonix? Surely that's a misclick, and it may be a fatal one. Well, that's a lot of links for Packrat.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is hitting at a good time where it's like that Spire's not done. You're not gonna see muted for a while. You can see it's starting to gather everything up. Like you're saying, speed is done, but look at this concave. It's barely 1 layer. You can be able to punch a hole through that without too much issue. Leonix starting to lose some links behind this. Not gonna be able to save Larva before that Spire or have to take
Where's
a gamble.
Go?
But yeah,
no sunken. Where's he going? There's nowhere to run. Like he's dead, dude. Look at all these links. If there was 2 sunkens, he'd probably still be dead. We've had this many links. My God. Oh, that Spire's just gonna die. Ooh. Or is it? No, the drone's just gonna die.
No,
Everything's gonna die,
you go for the drones, absolutely. It's Spire.
Oh.
That's fine. You can defend against that if you need to. Lings are gonna keep streaming in here. Leonix down to 0 drones.
Not even targeting the sunken. He's just ignoring the sunken. He's like, I don't really care about that. I mean, look, Leonix can get his mutas out and like try and defend, but like you'll just keep sending links. There's no way you can ever come on the base race or anything. So yeah, this is well over, I think. In fact, wait, no mutas even being made. It's only lings. What are you gonna do with lings? He has so many. Packrat even has like 4 just chilling at the natural. GG. Tears him apart.
Yeah, so lings are good.
Yeah, I guess you know Packrat better than me.
Wow, that's not the confident opener I want to getting a closer series. We've seen a little bit of lopsided mirrors, and you know,
Yeah.
I'm not convinced this will happen again. But I mean, a big part of that is how big that ramp is. We'll see if it is going to be the same kind of strategy here. Longer distance, easier ramp to defend. This could work out a lot better for Leonix because the game kind of gets run back.
Yeah, for sure.
And we are shift tabbing this one. Thank God they're on top versus bottom. In the top right. In the blue Zerg. It is a pack rat. In the bottom left. In the red Zerg, it's Leonix. Come on, look at these colors. There's no way in hell I'm casting that.
I just want to. I'm going to watch it myself in the original colors just so I can suffer. So Saetzero, at what point am I allowed to comment? By the way, at what point is it legit?
I think you're good right now, man. Go ahead.
I'm sure he just forgot his drone. You know my track record. You're going to have to say it. I'm not going to say anything.
I mean, I don't say anything. It's going to be on my screen now. It is actually the 4 pool, not the 5 pool. I think that's a little bit surprising. It's going to be a little harder to get at that, but that does give you 1 extra supply worth of lings, so you don't have to build that Overlord. So
right, but you can't come and build a sunken with that, can you? Oh, I accidentally sent that in chat. Enjoy. Yeah, I don't know how I ended up pressing enter accidentally, but I did. Yeah, so he actually did get the pool, man. Wow. Yeah, so this is the thing. With 5 pool, you bring a drone, you can make a sunken, especially when you know your opponent is immediately. It seems pretty good. But with this, I don't think you can actually afford that. I think you just have to like keep your drones at home and make lings, right? Oh no, is he going for the hatch first? Pack rat might be in big trouble here, or is he actually getting pulled with that? Oh, okay, alright, maybe he's doing fine.
Yeah, he's actually going to complete this, it looks like. It's a little surprised to see the gas so early in comparison. You know, pack rat's stealing the play out of the build I think we just saw Leonix do, which I think if you're going either way, right? Like, if you're like, Pacro's doing that fast hatchery again, or doing the kind of thing, like, I think this 4 pool is like looking real good against it either way. And honestly, this way is Overlord going for Packrat, he might not even see the lings in transit.
Yeah, it looks like it. Well, look, I've played plenty of games on this map where my opponent's going 4 pool and they send the lings around the top, but I guess that doesn't really apply in CVC. That said, if he did that, that's the funny thing, Packrat's able to see it. What are these links doing? My god, they're getting like caught up on each other. When you're playing 4 pool, there's no excuse not to have your links moving towards the enemy base at all times. Now, this pool's going to be done soon enough. I don't know, man. Is this just like an easy win for Packrat? It kind of looks like it.
I don't. The Packrat didn't see anything. These links going.
But does he need to? He's not just going to not get 3 lings right away, right? Like, why would you not do that, even if you don't know anything? Oh, well, and this Overlord's going to see it as well.
Well, you're going to get as fast as you can, but the investment in the lair already, still mining gas. There's no sunken. I think that's a big part of it, knowing that there's no sunken on the way. They have to worry about it. There's going to be lings, which they haven't hatched yet. Here's 6 lings in the base. More reinforcements being added as well. And, oh, they get in a position to surround these eggs. Nice move. That's only 4 hatch. Yeah. That's not bad.
That's huge, actually. Kills all of them for only 1 of his own lings. That actually might be it right there. And in fact, he's going to continue to do that. Like you say, no sunken might be a mistake here. I mean, it takes a while, but it would actually stop this from happening. Oh, he starts to go to work on the drones. Packrat in huge trouble right now. I think Leonix is going to take it with that sneaky 4 pool. Just rips him apart. Man.
A big part of that, I think, that Overlord not seeing it. Even in the middle of the map, you would have a chance to bail out of that. Like, maybe get something going, but... Hey, that's going to get us to our Game 3. I don't even know what the Game 3 match is. It's going to be great.
Yeah, but let me think. It was Pulley Point, that's my guess. No, damn it. I'm wrong.
I mean, just because I feel like we haven't seen it in a while, I'm guessing it's Butter.
Oh, man, I'd love to see Butter, but it's not.
Sylphid? Hey, Sylphid sounds fine. These players have done some pretty aggressive stuff so far, so Sylphid definitely an option to keep that trend going.
As a Terran player, I approve Butter. So, I want to see that.
As a pun lord, you approve Butter too. I get it. All right, how are we doing colors? These are better. We can go back. In the bottom left, in the green Zerg, is Leonix after the cheeky 4 pool. In the bottom right, in the pink Zerg, it is Packrats. And
I'm sure Leonix is going 5 pool this time, right? That's why he made a drone. Oh, ruined. Cursed.
Why would you... Although, just imagine, it's like, alright, I tried to play a real game, and I lost, so I just 4-pooled twice and won. Well, your phone would be tilted off the planet.
As if Packrat is not doing 10 hatch on this map? Come on. Come on, this would be the map to 4-pool. He might have even saved it for Game 3, but who knows how he would have done it for Game 2. Come on, this map has no ramp. And it's always close position, so surely this is the map you pull out the 10 hatches Packrat. Because, you know, he was happy to do it on Quick
Well, there's no ramp, but the ramp isn't nearly as important, I think, as the surface area, right? It's because of the egg, like, the surface area is still kind of small. It's kind of tight to get a link. You can get the links.
I mean, it's still good to have a ramp, though, because it makes it harder to kind of order the links up there. I don't know. Maybe you're right. Well, we'll see what
it's not as important as, like, Dragoons or something. It's not nearly as important.
not going to be a 10 hatch at any rate, so both players getting an overlord out here. Are we going to see a 12 hatch? I haven't seen that today. No one seems to want to take that risk.
I mean, we're starting to build up the money. It looks like it will be some kind of hatchery first. Is Packrat just going to throw him on? Okay, drones being added. Both sides. Wow, both sides being a little more economically focused on this map. That's a little crazy to see after the first 2 games, but hey, if it works, it works. We'll see if it does end up being a pool or hatchery first. It looks like it should be hatchery from both. Leonix is... Oh, this is interesting. Like...
okay. And it is that hatch first. I mean, I did say 10 hatch, but I was almost right. I mean, this looks kind of good for Packrat, I want to say. Leonix can defend well and tech, maybe, if the game goes on. We'll see how the defense goes on here. I was going to say, I think, you know, other matchups you do no rush 20, it's like, that's crazy, that's so much time. In ZVZ you do like no rush 3, it's like, oh my god, that's crazy. 4 points for you.
I mean, we'll see, though. Now, we do have a difference in the builds, though. I think Packrat does feel very comfortable playing this, like, let's throw a lot of links to your opponent's style, and Leonix, though, the first scout, did get lucky. We'll be able to see what's going on well before really under threat about it. So we'll see if they feel like being defensive, cover your ramp, just wait for mutas, build a sunken this time. you know, I think you might be in a good spot here. There's that fast layer to go with that gas with the timing we saw from Leonix. So I think everything making sense so far. Making links for defense back at home as well.
Oh, look at that. He was building... Oh, he's just moving it. Okay, I thought he like decided he wasn't going to make that colony. But, like, do you need that as Packrat? Surely you have the Ling advantage. What do you need that for?
I'm not sure.
Just in case of counterattacks, I guess? Which, you know, I guess it's not worth it. Here's the thing. Obviously, Leonix finishing the pool first has a few more links here, but surely by the time he got to Packrat's base, he would have been okay. So I don't really understand this, but I'm sure we'll come to see why it's so good in a minute.
I am a little bit surprised, but still going to be able to get the Ling speed. Still mining gas this time, so not quite as different. So eventually we'll be able to get the lair, put some pressure on. Packrat, though, I think wants to wait till that larva advantage maybe kicks in, because we saw that happen in game 1. The attack, like, right before the spire was actually done, before it could really kick in here. But we already see Leonix adjusting for the mistakes of the games past, having a creep colony on the way on both players, going to make counterattacks a lot weaker.
Yeah, and honestly, I like Leonix's position then, because he's getting the lair faster, and this hatch in the main, it's not useless, but it's not going to be as useful as the second gas, which I think Leonix should be able to secure once he gets his mutas out, theoretically. Well, and said, Packrat still has an opportunity to attack, I think, it's just not likely to succeed.
I mean, theoretically, you see the timing of the lair compared to yours. That's Spire is a third of the way done. Your opponent's lair isn't finished yet. I think Leonix is just looking at their overlord, just planning what drones they're going to kill first with their mutants.
No, he still has time for spores for sure, though, and I think Packrat will be aware with his own overlord in here.
Yeah, but like, man, if you're going towards there, you're going towards Spire, you don't want to get an Evo chamber and spore, lose more drones to commit to that. Like, if you have to, you have to, but man, you really don't want to. Packrat is moving out a decent amount of links, but Leonix, look how clogged up that ramp is. Or not a ramp, the opening. Like, it's going to be so hard to work through that. It's going to have a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. The only way I would say Packrat would be able to not get spores is if he's holding Leonix back with lings, but like, Leonix actually has a lot of lings of his own, right? In this choke. Oh, that's not a good engage for Packrat at all. Terrible start for Packrat. Lost 4 lings for killing one of his opponents. They do get baited a bit, though, equalizing the engage a little bit. Pull back from the choke. Maybe that's just a bait, because honestly, Leonix just has more lings here. More coming for Packrat, but a great start to this engagement for Leonix for sure. And he does have a sunk of his own back in there, so it's not like he has to hold this choke at all costs. And more lings hatching even, so yeah, Leonix just taking that fight pretty evenly toe-to-toe. No mutas being morphed though, so maybe it paid off just delaying the mutas being morphed that little bit. Wait, there's no spire started for Packrat though.
No, just commitment to the lanes at this point. You can even see the gas has stopped being mined at this point. It's just getting ready for the defense. Creep colonies, Evo chamber. It feels like that's not what you want to do, but if you're going to commit to winning with links, it seems like you can afford that extra defense. Leonix did get stalled for quite a bit on these mutas. They didn't have money saved up. The first one's out. It's going to start working on overlords. Packrat's going to keep the pressure up here. And it looks like they're finally starting to go through this lane count. This might be enough to break through. Leonix, though, has a sunken. Will this be enough defense? There's only one muta to help out with it. Immediately going on sunken. Drones haven't been pulled. Maybe a little bit too late. Actually, no. I think
that's
good.
A clear mistake from Packrat. He should have picked off the drone there. I don't think you should target the Sunken at all, because with that position, there's no way you're going to kill it, right? The drill was strong. So could have picked off a drone, maybe 2. That would have been way bigger, because they're both on 8 drones only here. So I'm surprised he went for the Sunken. But FakePromise is just doubling down on Lings here. He has pulled off gas. He has a lair, so he can get a spire at some point if he wants it. I hope this doesn't devolve into the Eclipse game, though. You know, where it's just like Lings being sent into the moors of Mutalisks for minutes on end. Oh, they just fly right past. Okay, no, he's going to bait them over here. But look at this. The backstab group is already ready, waiting to see where the Mutas are out of position. And now this is pretty deadly. Well, you know what? Now that he's injured the Sunken before, maybe this is worth it. I don't know. But again, the drill's going to be very strong here. But not all the drones being pulled. Leonix kind of only half-assing it, pulling 4 drones. Is it going to be enough? Sunken falls. Uh-oh.
Yeah, still has Mutas. They can't get back there for defense.
2 drones have fallen here. Now, Leonix just re-droning about much of the decision. FakePromise also adding on the drones. Not sure what the long-term plans here, but look how many Lings are ready for this backstab. As soon as the Mutas are seen anywhere else on the map, he's going to run right in there and do a lot more damage.
Yeah, I mean, Leonix does have some more Lings up at the entrance, but they're not actually blocking it this time. And look, Lings are going to leave the entrance. That's going to find the Mutas. Will that trigger that counterattack that you're talking about? It looks like FakePromise... Maybe well, not just yet. Stand on the Mutas. Not really sure what he's doing right now. There we go. On the way now.
Okay. Well, like you said, there are some Lings for Leonix. Is he on move commando? He's on a move, fortunately for him, and he'll crush through that. If no Sunken here, this could do a lot more damage. The Mutas once again forced to run back, and you know this is the cycle. While FakePromise has his Lings in the main, he'll send more out of the map for later.
Oh, Sunken never got rebuilt.
Yes. So now he's going to do a lot more damage. 3 drones already falling. How many more will die? 4, 5, 6. No, that's a Ling that died. So, okay, that's the 6th one that died there. 6 drones killed by that attack. That's pretty huge.
And finally, FakePromise done enough damage, got a little bit of a drone lead, started mining gas again, working on their own spire, and they got the spores for the defense, so they don't have to be scared of the counterattack from these kind of Mutas. Leonix still scrambling to get their defense set up here. Now, it's still a good amount of Mutas that are being built up here, but these little groups of Lings keep pulling them back. No chance to harass, kind of get some of these drone counts re-evened out here. I love the way FakePromise is playing. It's very like tactical and it's working out so perfectly.
Balance in chat saying, "Oh no, he forgot spy. He didn't forget a goddamn thing. He knew what he was doing. He's out here to do his damage. Now these Mutas gonna finally find these Lings. No, I thought they were, but they did not. So I think it's gonna happen again, man. Okay, Lings are hatching for Leonix this time though. They might be able to defend. He sees those Mutas. I'd like to try and see him try and keep these Lings out and build up maybe more on the map before coming in. Having this Sunken is actually kind of helpful here now. Alright, look at this. FakePromise going to come in here, but there is a bunch of Lings for Leonix. I think it's enough that FakePromise will be able to get in here. In fact, it might be a mistake if he loses all these Lings here. Uh-oh. Mutas are here too. He needs to pull back from this. Oh no.
Yeah, a little bit of an overextension, but still, you're buying a lot of time. Remember, the FakePromise did just finish up their Spire. Look at the resources. They're going to be able to start working on their own Muta count as well, which Leonix has been very defensive. Oh, I like this. We've seen this before. If you're only caring about the Mutas, don't build Mutas, just build Scourge. Kill the Mutas, and then your Lings are going to kick ass.
You know, I don't like it though, because he has a lot more minerals than his opponent, but the same amount of gas. So I think Mutalisks are always going to be a better investment here. Uh-oh. Whoa, come the Scourge. And look, he can micro it down as well. So honestly, I think Scourge a mistake there. Leonix still with the Link count here, but a bad engage. FakePromise actually probably going to get in here, it looks like. Nice little move in. Well, it's going to be a close fight, but the Mutas are distracted. Ooh, one connection as well. So some Scourge are getting some value, but he really needs Mutalisks of his own. In fact, there's no point injuring these Mutas if you don't have Mutas of your own. Like, he's just wasting his Scourge because they're eventually going to regenerate.
Well, I think the plan was to, like, just actually kill them. It's like whittle the count down. Even if you don't kill all the Mutas, if you whittle it down to like 2 or 3, them helping on defense is so much weaker than when they're up to 5, 6, 7. You know?
Yeah, and he's kind of waiting for a long time though for them to regen. Obviously, it's going to take a very long time for them to regen and take 2 Scourge hits. But if you're going to make any Mutas at all, I feel like you need to be engaging at the same time as the Scourge. Now, is he going to make any Mutas at all? Is he just going to make only Scourge this whole game? Does FakePromise hate Mutalisks? So many questions to ask. Anyone in chat can read what Java says? I don't know.
I'm
sorry, man. I live in Australia. We're not multilingual here. I'm sorry.
I'm American, man. I don't know either. Look at all these Scourge, though. The Lings are going to keep moving forward. Leonix doing a great job reinforcing that opening, though, making sure that it's not easy for FakePromise to just get in there. There's still a lot of Scourge.
Take out that Overlord. Without that Overlord, I don't know how he's going to defend this choke. Oh, but the Scourge aren't doing it. But they are keeping the Mutalisks away on a serious note. Like, this is actually huge. But Packrat kind of doesn't quite have enough Mutalisks doing their best to micro this down. Well, Packrat's going to get in with like a couple Lings, and that can do a lot of damage to those drones, but it's not about to end the game. Literally 2 Lings, and more just hatch for Leonix. So actually no progress at all here.
Well, I mean, look at this. There's 3 hatcheries now for Packrat. He's going to be able to keep leaning into this, and because they're not making any mutas, they can keep doing this very hard, like big larva style, right? Where they just keep throwing these units, and it's like we see it slowly gaining a little bit of ground. This like the defense up at the entrance is getting worse. If you're making Lings to redefend, as you slowly lose these mutas, it's down to 5 now. This is going to work.
Oh no, he sees those Lings with his own Ling? Yes, he does. Only by like a hair. I don't know if he noticed yet. I think he... No? I thought he noticed it. Oh no. How's he going to come in here with his Mutalisks though? I don't understand why Leonix is even coming across the map, because what are you ever going to get done here with Scourge defending it as well? Surely you should go along the Ling path, not over the cliff, just looking for Lings to pick off. And look how many Lings Leonix has though. I mean, a lot are about to hatch for Packrat, but I don't know.
Not bad. Just send in 1, get a gauge of how big the defense is. It looks like I wonder if Packrat is considering doing something else at this point, or because Leonix, they're not being aggressive, not trying to poke in. There's too much anti-air like to go forward, but they might want to move out with Lings at some point. But Packrat, they've been really good about keeping a group somewhere around for some kind of counterattack. He's just trying to fly around, get some kind of value out of something. Leonix though is sneaking out a couple drones here and there, trying to get some kind of edge. But Packrat, I think. There's 6 more groups of Lings going through. I wouldn't be surprised to see the attack sometime soon.
Well, hang on though. Leonix has so many Lings himself. I wonder if... Well, okay, if he deals with the Scourge. If Leonix could pull something off here... Well, actually, hang on. Packrat is going to come with the attack. I don't know if this is a good move, because there's so many Lings for Leonix.
The mutas are out of position, and they were spotted. Yes. They know, too. It's a lot of Lings, though. There is that hatchery out there, so you at least make sure that doesn't happen, but Packrat just going to keep going forward.
What? That Mutalisk survive. The Scourge don't want to waste themselves, I guess. Doesn't really want to clone off too. Well, looks like he's going to go for it. And the Ling count is working out for Packrat here. 1 Mutalisk falls. He's going to try and get some more. He just wants the trades here. Oh, he's trying to split off some. But yeah, now these Lings are in here. More Lings hatch for Leonix, though, just in the nick of time. But then rallied and actually get picked off almost. Uh-oh, very unfortunate rally there for Leonix. Did not select those Lings. Scourge getting massive connections, getting huge value, and a few more drones falling. Several more drones.
Oh no, the Overlords! Scourge on the Overlords instead of finishing off the Muta fleet. Oh, what a blunder. That sucks so bad. To finally making the progress, and that's the way he's going to get fumbled apart. No.
Leonix finally trying to take this natural, but I don't know, that's a pretty good engage for Packrat. That might be enough that the next Ling wave might be decisive, because like you said, he is producing on 3 hatch. Man, why does he hate Mutalisks so much?
I mean, this is awesome. I'm having such a good time watching this. It's like I could see it there. And like honestly, if those Scourge didn't hit like a million Overlords instead and they actually connected down on these mutas, Leonix is barely supporting keeping the Link production, trying to sneak out a drone here and there. They'd never be able to rebuild the muta count, and then Packrat's right where he wants them, and they can go to their own mutas because they still have a decent amount of gas bank. There's no anti-air. This is going to break for Packrat unless Leonix does something to kind of just sway this off. He's
well, if he just has his Mutalisks at his base, maybe, but that hasn't happened even one time. He keeps sending them towards Packrat's base, and he's never got anything done, so I don't understand the logic here, but look at this, Packrat coming with the freaking swarm. Finally, the Mutalisks come back, and that will definitely enable him to defend here. Well, I say that so confidently, but... Okay, yeah, Packrat's bleeding a few Lings at a time, so yes, he can defend like that. In fact, Packrat's just sitting here waiting for the Mutalisks to kill him. Okay, he's waiting for the Scourge to come in, but he doesn't have enough Lings now. Like, he lost too many in that first little half-hearted engagement, so he can't even break this. Even right-clicks on the Sunken, he gets absolutely slaughtered. A few more Lings dribbling in. Wow, that Packrat really butchered that engagement, I have to say. He had so many Lings, but they dribbled in like 3 separate engagements.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised, but really that Sunken put in a lot of extra work. Just while the Lings are fighting Lings, a lot of free damage here. Packrat's going to keep trying to play the style they were, but now that there's a chance to get this expansion going, maybe get a little bit better Minefish C. See Leonix actually trying to sneak out a couple drones here, sensing that Packrat might have to rebuild their forces. It's a great little opportunity to try to get some kind of edge back. 1 Mii is going forward just to see, is there expansion? What are you building? How under threat am I? But, man, I want Packrat to win this game. This is such a cool style, but just a couple things just not going their way. It's really dragging out, but hey, we're at a 16-minute game, and it's not like Hydra. This is actually pretty interesting to see.
Well, yeah, like, it seems like the style is kind of cool, but you can see the problem is Packrat has a very hard time taking any kind of decisive advantage here, because, like, if he kills every muter, it's like, so what? If he doesn't actually get the win with the Lings, it kind of doesn't even matter, because he doesn't have his own muters to force the issue. So, I don't know, it's a very kind of, like, I don't know how to even describe it.
This might be it, though. 8 packs of Lings were just made. He's got plenty of Scourge, so if they, catch the mutas off, and still a good amount of lanes for Leonix, but this might be enough to power through. We'll see. The Sun could basically back to full health.
Oh, man. I'm not buying your, like, Packrat victory here, alright? You can sell it somewhere else, because I think Leonix just has enough Lings. Alright? I don't think it's actually a matter. And 6 more Lings.
You gotta add the drama. Here comes that attack. We'll see if it ends up being enough. It does so far look like it is, but reinforcement from behind. The Scourge are going to go through these mutas.
Connections, by the way. Terrible Scourge connections. It doesn't even matter. Like, that was like 4 Scourge for 1 muta. And yeah, look how many Lings are out for Leonix. Packrat, GG. His strength is exhausted. That's it. Dude, you can't tell me to add that drama after that PvP where you're telling me, like, stop supporting him, he's lost.
No, you were like, literally, we acknowledged that character lost that game. It's like, but he morphed into Archon, let's just look at the micro. While he loses his base, let's watch him kill a couple probes. No, I'm not buying it.
Well, I'm not, like I said, I'm not buying Packrat's victory in that game. And that makes it 2-1 for Leonix. What a comeback after that first game. He did it with a 4-pull as well. It looks so one-sided in game 1. I'm impressed by Leonix. And really held on that game as well.
That was an exciting series, though. I managed to see a 4-pull was nice, but that late game was actually pretty cool. That does finish off our tier 2, though, which I do believe the Lettuce Attack got a little bit of the better edge of that, winning 3 out of the 4. So, puts himself in a good spot for trying to get the score on the week. We do got a couple tier 1 games moving forward, so we're going to get into those, and I think the time of mirrors is done.
Perfect time for me to have a 1-minute break, though, so you lied. We're not going to get into those games, just 1 minute, and then we'll go into them.
I've been just stuck. Oh no.
Hated.
I could shill things, but I'm not casting tomorrow. What would I shill? I guess you're casting things tomorrow with Cold Warp Gates. I think that's starting at 7 o'clock. What are they casting? I don't know. So, but you'll have to tune in and find out. I'm sure it's going to be good quality games as well, just like we're seeing today. I'm still I'm still convinced though that one attack where the Scourge hit the 3 overlords, it didn't get the mutas. That was like the game deciding mistake. I'm pretty sure if that doesn't happen, he kills off the mutas. That he has the gas, transition the muta yourself. Your opponent can't defend against it, sways everything. I think that was just the biggest blunder to it. It's such a cool style, though. I really hope other people play that more. I've just got to watch more Packrat's games if that's what they like to do. That was super cool. I mean, I think, isn't that the whole point, though? When you got, a lot of larvae and you're really just slamming it down, it's like you switch to mutas when you know you'll have the muta edge. Because you're forcing your opponent to just constantly make links to defend it, so you just, kind of switch and pull the rug out. I assume that's the idea.
Right, yeah, I mean, the thing is, he was just trying to get the win with the Lings, right? The Scourge only jogs to negate the Zerglings, and then, the mutas, and then the Lings win theoretically, but the problem is Leonix just had enough Lings, right?
Well, hey, we're done with the tier 2, though. We get back to that another time, another week, maybe tomorrow. I don't know what you guys are casting. We got some tier 1 action, though, and these colors are butt fugly, but that's fine. We'll work with it. In the top right, in the olive Zerg, it is TaDDe. In the bottom right, in the purple Terran, it's Kanzaki Ranko, another local meme lord in our community.
Oh my god, I didn't know we were casting Kanzaki Ranko today. Oh, I'm scared already what he's going to do. I've seen it all from him, man. I've seen him build 2 barracks, no academy in his base, and attack at 5 minutes with Marina CV. I've seen him go air Terran against Zerg. I don't even know what to say. I want to see Kanzaki Ranko versus Barisu one day, but anyway.
I want Kanzaki as the Coach Barisu. Just mold him.
Dude, what's wrong with Purple Terran though? That's the cool Antigans that you can bring to your side.
There's a lot of better colors for Terran. It's definitely lower on the list for me. That's all. But it's really the olive. The olive Zerg is just.
Look at Kenzaki Renko, already his SCV's going some weird location. Okay, maybe he just didn't know that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. He doesn't have a freaking depot though, so he's going to do a link-proof wall, it looks like, is the idea. Now that's pretty useful here. If you want to do some kind of sneaky gas play, I'm hoping that's what we see here. If he does this and doesn't take gas, I'm going to be mad at him, because, you know, I'm going to get mad at Terran and their depot placements, right?
So, I wonder if the SCV going north was thinking the ramp was north.
Yeah, you know what I do when I don't remember? I just click on the middle of the map, and the SCV knows
same.
which way to go.
That's my trick, where I go, I'm like, I don't know if I'm on Fighting Spirit or Poly Point, and I just let the scout decide it as it leaves the base.
Okay, it is gas. Now, the worst possible universe is that Kenzaki Renko just goes with the Goliath build here, and would be very disappointed he's not pulling off something crazy.
You want 1-1-1. You want it. I can feel it.
No, I want a Vulture drop. That's what I want.
Alright, so, realistically though, thinking about this map, with, like, the spaces are a little bit open, there's a lot of ramps, the Goliath build sounds like it'd be good, right?
Yeah, I mean, I like mech in general, actually, for this map. It seems very good for that. That said, though, Zerg has a lot of bases they can take, so in the long term, maybe Zerg can pull it off. Now, it is... Oh, okay, no, it is going to be a 2-hatch build here. So if he's going to go for some kind of, like, 1-1-1 type thing, a bit harder to really get the harassing before their Mutalisks are out. Let's see if he pulls off gas. Here, he's pulling down to 1, so 1-1-1 is still the green light right now. We'll see what happens. So SCV just being annoying as it can in the space. Drone just runs away. He's going to put back on gas. Certainly doesn't look like he's going to go for an expansion here.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I think everyone knows Kenzaki a little more favored of trying to be aggressive, kind of get into some stuff. And I mean, I think everyone, though, at this point, you got that drone scout in. You saw how fast the gas was taken. I feel like you know what is coming. So if TaDDe doesn't have the sunken ready to stop the Vulture from going by, then I'd just be a little bit surprised and a little disappointed, if I'm honest.
I'm sure he'll manage it. You don't want to overreact. That's the thing, because all Terran's trying to do is disrupt your economy as much as possible while they tech, right? So you don't want to throw that sunken down too early or anything like that. It looks like he's going to get it just in a minute. Okay, no, that guy's money. Okay, I hope he does get it. And I believe it is going to be a starport coming up here pretty much right away. And this is interesting because I haven't actually seen it in CPL. I think even... I'm trying to think. Have I seen 1-1 at all? I think I must have seen it at least once, but I don't know. It's very rare, I have to say, in CPL. So we'll see which direction Kanzaki's going to take it. If he's going to go straight into vessels like this, or if he's going to go with the Valkyries, which is kind of a thing. Although he's not getting that starport, so I'm starting to wonder what the play is here.
Oh, look at this. It's like 2-hatch Hydra.
Yeah, you need it against 1-1-1 in case they come in, or if it was to Port Wraith, for example. You need it just as a safety measure, unfortunately. So I don't think he's intending to go Lurker necessarily. I think this is just for safety. Now, we saw Kenzaki Renko got the CC before the starport here, which is interesting. He's going for a more kind of economical play here, where the Wraith won't really be out in time to do much. The thing is, if TaDDe just goes for hardcore, well, okay, he is going for Lurkers. That's kind of unfortunate for Zerg. I really feel like he's played into Terran's hands here. If we hit with a fast Mutalisk timing, I don't think there'd be much Terran could do. But the problem with Lurkers is it's still going to be possible for Kenzaki to defend here. You can kind of see them coming on the ground and all that. That said, the Vulture is very out of position, not even trying to stop these scouting lings. Oh, it comes in just too late. I'm not sure what it was doing over there. Bit of a mistake there for sure. Oh, no, it's just going to die. Okay. Or is it? Oh, blocks! Heroic drone blocks that. Nice move there by Zerg. Okay, but these Marines aren't going to fall to those feelings.
Seems pretty reasonable, though. I think there's opportunity, at least stop some of these lanes, but Ranko's defense is looking pretty good so far.
Yeah, okay. What detection does Ranko actually have, though? He's just going to die straight up to these Lurkers. He didn't get the eBay, and normally when you do this and you're going back into bio, just like what he's going to do, you get the eBay fairly early here. Now that said, if you have an eBay but you don't have Marine range, it's not going to help you that much anyway. So I'm not really sure where he goes from here. Lurker aspect about to be done. I don't know, man. How's he going to stay alive?
You think this fast Queen's Nest is for actually Queens, or just for very fast Defilers?
Oh, what the hell is this? I don't know. I hardly think he's going to go Ultralist, right, with no Evo Chamber? I mean, the thing is, if you're expecting Terran to go mech, I guess Queens can be a thing, but never on 2 bases, because the whole idea of the Queens is just, really taking it long-term and getting value over time, so there's no way you'd be going 2 base versus 2 base with that. Look, the Marine's actually coming out to attack.
They can see the Lurker Reg. That's perfect to see that just in time. And Ranko see
I hope
that
he's on Carbots, so he knows it's a Lurker Reg run away.
That makes you so mad, I can tell.
It does, it does. I don't know which makes me mad more, early BCs or Lurker X and Carbot. Now, it's funny, I was saying Ranko's about to die, but then he's the one coming across the map and putting the pressure on. I don't understand this game at all. Balance says it's faster fire alone, that makes sense, because the 2H Lurker, you know, you don't have that much actual stuff, but you technically have a Swarm and a Lurker. You can kill Terran no matter what they have if you get in position. Now, the thing is, Terran could get a drop here pretty fast, could be deadly. Also could get Vessels pretty fast here. I feel like this is like really bad versus 1-1-1. What would have been better is just the all-out Lurker attack at Lair Tech, not waiting for the Defiler. And look at that, Ranko already ready for that though. But he still only is just getting detection now. If these Lurkers were burrowed at Ranko's base this very moment, it would be pretty tough for him. But TaDDe didn't try and get them out on the map or anything, he just morphed them at his base. And the turret's going up now, the Comstat's going to be ready. Ranko looking like way too defended against this.
Yeah, I mean, still, like, you're putting yourself in a pretty good spot. I think it's going to be hard for Ranko to move out. And if you just kind of keep throwing it back and you're not expecting that Defiler, ooh, well, the SCV does manage to get out, sees a couple Lurkers moving forward, which is pretty nice information to go see here. Ranko's already got a tank out, working on a science facility, so the mobile detection...
I like that cute tank just getting a couple hits there. Can you get a radiate in time here? I mean, the Defiler mount has not started, actually, which is a bit of an error from TaDDe. There it goes. Would you have an irradiating time here? I feel like it's not a very good option because Zerg can just make like 3 Defilers or something, and then how are you actually going to stop that with 1 vessel? I would have liked to see him go for a drop immediately. I think would be stronger, and you just try and push these Lurkers back in time to not die to Swarm. I don't know. Well, there's a lot of Lurkers buried there now.
Like
C-Train coming up, but no more tanks.
Lane's being made now, switching into Adrenaline Land.
Yeah.
Defiler mount on the way as well, so some kind of big thing. You want drops, it looks like that dropship's on the way, so definitely an opportunity here.
It's too late, though. It's too late, because he waited for his, like, science to finish. Consider how early he had the starport in this game, and he literally did not use it until he started that science facility. He wasn't doing anything. So I really don't think it was well utilized here. And I'm very worried for Kansaki Ranko. He only made 1 tank, so that's not going to help at all versus Swarm. You really need a lot to stop Swarm attacks. He's not making a vessel yet. What is he going to do to stop the Defilers just running across the map and into the game?
I mean, I
feel like I'm really Ranko right now. Tell me what you're going to do, Ranko. Come on. Keeping base?
I still got siege tanks. You know, you're going to buy a little bit of time here, but I like that these SCVs moved out, scattered everything, building turrets and things, making sure that TaDDe is still on 2 bases. So you just know how much you have to fortify. You can use this dropship to do some kind of damage back at home, but if you live, you're great. That's all you need to do here.
This freaking missile turret. Denying this third.
How about this
the drone is still making an expect to survive. Yeah, I saw that too. Honestly, I'm not even paying attention to that because it doesn't matter if he loses his main, you know? And the Defilers are on their way. He doesn't have any like Firebats in these bunkers. As I said, he only has 1 tank. Getting the Firebats now, but sure, you can drop here and you can kill every drone, but is it even going to matter? Like... I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know, but you wanted to drop. Here it goes. Going to start working on the drones in the main here because TaDDe pulls the drones down to the natural at least. But like you're saying, there's all this force up the front. Not moving forward just yet here. Ooh, working on the Defiler mount, but you still have to deal with the Defilers on the base.
I did it again. Sorry, I don't know how I keep doing that.
It's all good. We got Darkstorm, we got Lurkers moving forward here, so... The damage being spread out among the bunkers. Oh, Marie's getting killed the moment they get evacuated from it as well. Trying to buy the time he can. Big damage was done by this drop, but Ranko's got to survive.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way he can. Like, well, he irradiates it, but it just needs to cast 1 more swarm, and that's basically it. Like, that's literally all he needed to do. And I think Kansaki Ranko's just dead. It doesn't matter if he kills the hive, even if he killed the entire natural and there's like a building on the map that Terran can't kill. I feel like Zerg might win here because he has 2 more Defilers and a lot of forces on standby to come in here and kill off the rest of the Terran base. I don't see how Kansaki can stop it, and I think he really didn't appreciate this threat very much. Not using the starport for a long time. Balance, how can you say Kansaki is fine? It's literally just a matter of Zerg remembering he has Defilers down here and then the game will end. I'm sorry, but I'm going to be quoting Balance in a minute. Okay, this Defiler coming up, tank not targeting it. Okay, it doesn't cast very far forward, kind of needed a better swarm than that. But there is another Defiler available. He's getting his way up this ramp.
I do like the heads-up reaction we did see from TaDDe, though, before the spawning pool died, to put a lot of Sunkets at the natural, knowing that's going to have to be the bastion of his defense while his attack goes on. So, at least try and stay in this game, but his attack, it's slowly working, but, you know, if he loses that Defiler, which irradiate, you're going to have energy for it eventually, you're on a little bit of a time limit.
look how many defilers TaDDe has though, and he's not actually using them here. I feel like he's really just missing his opportunity. He moves forward without Swarm. Look at all these units out the back here that TaDDe's not even using. That said, the Lurkers still do a lot of damage, so I mean, maybe it didn't even matter in the end. But yeah, I mean, he's just in here now. These 3 tanks doing their best, but it's not enough.
The defense is close to Renko trying their best to hold on here, but production having to get lifted. Defiler's still alive. It does feel like a lot of Lurkers died, but not all of them, unfortunately. There is a science vessel detecting them, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, they are detected as hell. Kanzaki has detected that he's dead. Balance, what do you want about? How is one tank gonna stop like 3 defilers? 4 defilers even.
I honestly had no idea who was in a better spot. I just like that the Terran's like, oh, the Terran is dead as crap. What do you mean, Zell?
Was I wrong?
You weren't wrong, but look, I think you're just both of you are defending your race.
Game, you can tell me, yeah, I'm biased as hell and Terran's AP and all that. Like, there was just no way. That was over for like, I don't know, 4 minutes. As long as TaDDe like remembered to actually make the attack, that was so over. And like, he was very half-assed about it. He had so many units just down outside the national not doing anything as well. So I don't know. I feel very justified in calling that like 5 minutes before it was over.
Honestly, I'm just proud of you that you called something and it happened like you predicted.
Yes, it wasn't wrong.
Oh God, what is this? Top versus bottom? No! Oh no! Alright, in the top right, in the dark gray, it's Kanzaki Rocco. In the light gray, it's TaDDe. God damn it, guys.
At least it's not a mirror. At least it's not a mirror.
At least it's not a mirror. Oh, that peach versus pink would have been a nightmare. It actually would have been possible. Gosh, yeah. Oh, you didn't change it? How was that?
I turned it off as soon as the link started fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't even. I've done like yellow versus pale yellow before, and that is so bad. Look, like I said, at least it's not a mirror. I'm so sad Kanzaki ran for the 1-1-1 and didn't really even like use it. It was almost like a factory opening because he didn't do anything with the starport really.
I mean, was a big part of that getting the CC before the starport, you think?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Normally, you get the starport, and then you do some stuff and either stay one base or get the CC. But the thing is, he still could have made like a Wraith or like an earlier drop or anything. So, I feel like I got ripped off, Hey, I paid for a 1-1-1. I didn't get anything.
Look at TaDDe's base. Is this a disciple of yours? We'll see if they take
I mean, I don't see an extractor, so I'm not really interested until I do.
Oh, the pool isn't enough. You just like huffing the Vespine gas. Huh? That's what you're about,
dude. You see a 9 pool every freaking day in ladder TVZ. Like I'm not. Oh, okay, well, this is interesting. Now he's not canceling that extractor.
Of course, you couldn't help yourself. You just have to wait 5 seconds. That's all you had to do.
Yep, I can never wait that long. But hey, like we said, I got a call right for once in my casting career. Oh man. All right. Neblime's casting career characterized by A, calling things that are immediately opposite happening, B, complaining about Terran City to an incessant degree, boring everyone in the chat so they leave the cast. Why is this barracks here, Saetzero? Can you explain it to me?
It's very close by, so you build it as soon as possible.
I guess. What about when mutas are in your base, though?
I just wanted to give you an answer. Like, that is an answer. Because I know you don't like it.
That's literally like probably the reason. Is he just like gonna go mech or something, and he's not gonna worry about the position of his barracks? Ironically, it is kind of good against 9 pool if he wants to get like a bunker in his base or something. But I don't know if that's even really a good play against 9 pool. If he doesn't get a gas, I'm gonna be extra mad. But you know what? I think he might have been expecting 4 pool, in which case it makes a lot of sense. Pulling these SCVs now. It looks like he wants to defend the ramp. 2 is not enough. 2 is not enough. Okay, so more. Get that Marine back. Uh-oh, Kanzaki not really set up properly here, and the Lings are coming fast. Is he just gonna die because he couldn't get organized? Okay, there we go. Oh, that was nerve-wracking.
If it wasn't Eclipse, that would have been a problem. We had a lot of extra time because of Eclipse.
Yeah, for sure. And looks like this will be enough to defend. The second Marine not quite moving over here. Well, pulls another one back. I don't know. Kanzaki being a bit blasé about this. I bet it looks like he will hold pretty well. So yeah, pretty good advantage for Kanzaki Raggo here. He needs to fret on his CC though, because the minerals are banking up. That's the only thing I would say here. And yet, you know what? That barracks did not help him at all against 9 pool, did it? Because look how far the Marine had to walk. So I feel vindicated. Look, if he was thinking it's going to be 4 pool, that's fair enough. He's taking a risk. Oh, imagine thinking he's going to get a command center though. I don't know who I'm casting.
I mean, hey, if you build multiple barracks and you get some gas, maybe get these academy upgrades, and your guys that can shoot their guns better, and you might be able to stop your opponent before they get to their late game shenanigans. Doesn't want to deal with any of that crap we just saw.
3 Marines coming across. Now, normally I like this kind of thing, but there's no drones down here. Surely by the time he gets into the main, he's going to be way too committed, and the drones will just drill and kill this, right?
Right. We'll see how the control is.
Yeah, well, Kanzaki just going to kite back here. I can't believe TaDDe didn't make any more lings. Well, he gets a drone. Oh, he's going to get a second one. He does. Nicely done for just 1 Marine. 3 drones. Oh my god, this is too much damage. Another Marine shows up. Oh my god, he's just slaughtering him with 3 Marines, or 4 Marines, I guess. One of them died, let's us not forget. Lings are coming, though. As soon as they hatch, this will be over, but is that going to be in time? My god. Here we go. Another drone falls. Oh my god. I can't believe so few Marines are doing so much. Dude, has he just won the game with just these Marines?
It feels like it, which, I mean, TaDDe, like, trying to get that 3rd hatchery, didn't build any lings, didn't build a sunken, like, they were assuming, oh, nothing's that bad's gonna happen, and Ranko playing reins to their hands, because TaDDe probably thought what you did. It's like, oh, well, now you go through on your CC, I'll go expand, and we'll, see you in 5 minutes.
Well, this is the thing about getting these second barracks, right? It delays your academy, which if Zerg's doing an all too much time, then you're just freaking dead, dude. But if he just does this, like, there's no Spire, and there won't be, because TaDDe has no freaking money and no drones. Oh my god. The academy's on the way. The second CC is done, although there's no SCVs down there. In fact, the SCV count is very low in general. I think that's what he cut to do this. But he's going to come across with these Marines again, knowing that Zerg has to remake drones. Zerg has no option. He has no choice but to die. Honestly, like, how is Zerg going to stop this? Okay, he can make a sunken, and that will actually deny this.
Well, it's not being morphed yet, and he knows they're moving. I'm surprised he's not investing. I mean, you're so strapped for money, but you need to get that sunken.
There you go. I think that's fast enough because these slow Marines take a little bit to get over there. I believe he's going to be fine. But I mean, forcing that out, of course, is well worth it for Terran. Where is the academy? It's just finishing up. That's so late. Like I was saying, I feel like if it was an all too much timing, you'd be so dead. Ooh. Okay, well, deleted that Marine. Oh, the Overlord! Are you kidding me?
Nice.
Oh no! Wow. That's very unfortunate for Zerg that he had that hanging out there. And the Terran's just building up here now. As soon as the medics and Stim get here, I think he's just gonna say, let's end this, and I don't think Zerg can do much. Is he really gonna try this? Don't do it. Don't do it. You'll die.
Wait for Stim. Wait for the medics. Hey, if you want to be aggressive, pull the boys. You got enough of workers. You can pull a couple boys.
Honestly, when Zerg only has 8 drones, that might work pretty well. Actually, yeah. Because, yeah, if you just pulled, like, say, 15 SCVs, all the Marines would probably die in the attack, but you'd have enough SCVs left over, and Zerg would have lost everything. I think you'd probably win, yeah. But with 3 Sunkens, maybe not.
Scan's going down. What does Ranko see? Actually scan the main to see what's going on. The drone saturation is starting to get back, but no tech made just yet. The lair's done, but that's it. Trying to make more Sunkens, and I mean, if you wait for Stim, you can see it's starting to build up. The medic's moving across. Is this good enough to break 3 Sunkens? I think it's close, right? I think you can.
I mean, no, I say it's not. Like, I think it's straight up not enough. Not that it's not close, but yes, it's close, but also it's definitely not going to work, if that makes sense. Like, you just know what the outcome's going to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I want you to confidently say it won't happen.
Yeah, I'm saying it won't happen. I'm saying if he attacks right now, 100% Terran cannot break this right now. I mean, an extra 5 out in a medic, I don't know, it's getting closer, but I still want to say no. You're just baiting me into the wrong prediction, huh? Look, he's not even going to try it, because I think he knows. No, he can't quite do it. And I think he just knows, because honestly, you play Bio a lot, you kind of just get a feel for it, how many Sunkens and what you need. You just know that it's going to be a disaster. Although it makes you wonder, with Zerg with so few drones, if he attacked and traded for Sunkens, it's still worth it, because Zerg just has to remake the Sunkens and he has so few drones.
Well, Ranko does see the Spire go down, so knows the timing of when they had to start worrying about turrets and defenses. Yeah, very, very late.
Well, Terran's factory is quite fast here too. I don't think he's going to bother with tanks here, but maybe pushing with tanks quickly is an option. I mean, against Mutalisks, theoretically a Mutalist player can deal with that if they have good micro, so I don't think we're going to see that yet. He goes for Starport. Well, there's my predictions. Yep, Machine Shop on the way. Thanks, Kanzaki.
Hey, this is not the player that you're going to be able to predict actively. Now,
that's true.
I am still enjoying what we're seeing though. TaDDe, I feel like there is pressure. They need to kind of be a little aggressive. And look how many drones they're making. There's no army here. It's literally just these Sunkens.
Well, they got to remake those drones, or else what are they going to do, right?
Yeah.
And this defense is robust. It's just if tanks come. That's the only real threat here, right? And like I was saying, theoretically mutas can pick them off, and it's not like he's not going to have some mutas out by the time Siege and Tank is done. Yes, it's very late, but the tank isn't like even started yet, so I think he still has time. I'm still rooting for Zerky. He's got time. He can still come back.
Room for Zerk? What kind of Terran player are you?
I don't know. Kanzaki broke my heart with that barracks placement. Even though, like, on reflection, if he was literally just thinking about full pool, I kind of like it. So, I don't know.
Yeah, more scans going down. Looks like he's poking to see how strong the defense is. 4 Sunkets with a 5th one on the way, so I think Ranko should know, all right, this is getting a little out of control. Ooh, one does get canceled. You know, it doesn't have to keep preparing so hard for this. There's SCVs in position to take Kanzaki Ranko's next base. You can see working on the science facility, can start going towards Irradiate. TaDDe's actually going to try to make mutants, which I feel like they don't have a lot of gas. Maybe it'll eventually get good, but I feel like you're so behind. Like, it might have been worth trying to skip them. Maybe just go like straight to Lurker's Hive Tech instead.
No, I think you need them because, like I was saying, if tanks come across, mutas are your best option to stop that kind of attack. At least at this point in the game, because you can just kind of try and fly in the side and pick them off. And you know, you build up 11 mutas or whatever. You can do a lot with that. And it makes Terran have to worry about his defense at home. So he's got a few turrets up here. I mean, not that Zerg can really come across here, but Terran has to at least make that token effort, right? So I don't dislike it at all. I mean, Zerg's just in a terrible spot, right? No matter which way you look at it, there's no good option, but I think this is the best bad option. Doesn't take much to disappoint Neblime's balance? Yeah, I guess not.
It's okay. You are the disappointed father every team wants to have.
Right. Okay, well, a bunch more Lings and Mutas coming out now. I mean, it's starting to look like this bio isn't that much. Kanzaki's tech's pretty fast here. And look, they're going to start coming picked off now. He did get Marine range, right?
I believe so.
Ooh, picking off that tank could be huge. Doesn't quite get it though. Gets a few Marines though. Still well worth it for Zerg so far. Ooh, takes a bit of damage there. Looks like they had range. I can't really tell that well. But yeah, it doesn't want to lose that tank. This is where I dream about like bringing an SCV and building like a bunker and turrets here.
Yeah, I actually was expecting turrets, like the full.
No, don't siege there. That is a bad spot. Ooh, loses a muta though. He can get that tank if he really wants it. Yeah, he gets it.
Yeah, it does take some pretty significant damage, down to 6 meters, a couple of bruises as well, but I think you're feeling okay. I'm surprised though, Ranko still hasn't taken that 3rd CC. They're still adding on buildings to like make an army, but it's not really like a lot. Like it's not getting out of control or anything.
Oh,
done though, actually big.
Is it done? Oh, I thought he was just intimidating Zerg. Irradiate's on top of the stack, but he doesn't pull it out for a minute. Oh no, it restacks. He's tied. Oh my god. Okay, these mutas are gonna melt so fast now. Look how fast they die. Oh man, it's only 50% of their HP, but it makes such a difference. And yeah, I think Zerg's just dead now. A valiant attempt to defend. I still say Mutalists were probably the right move there, but couldn't quite pull it off. Well done by Kanzaki. Just sent 3 freaking Marines and just ended Zerg's life. We should make that. Someone should not exactly clip that, but like put a note of it in the CPL clips channel so we can use it in a highlight video. Because damn.
I mean, you're on a computer. You can open Notepad and do that yourself.
Yeah, I'm busy, Saetzero. I'm busy. Not with casting. What am I doing? Making cat videos on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Important stuff, you know. Say again?
Oh, that's nice. You gotta upload some cute ones. Put it on the Clips channel.
Ah, that's what CPL Clips is for. Are we having an invalid password scenario, or...?
No, I don't see you hosting a game at all.
Really? That's fascinating. Let me try rehosting.
Yeah, like there's no little door to enter.
Yeah, I get you. Is that what it is? You see it now?
No.
Thanks, Blizzard.
Damn, you're really on those cat videos. Thought you're kidding.
Oh, I accidentally started. Press start instead of cancel. Alright, Saetzero, you're just going to have to imagine it. I'm going to describe everything that's happening. The viewers can enjoy a cat video while we play the game. That's the plan. Alright, how about now?
No. I'll just type it in. I'll just type it in. What's the
okay, sure. Log it in 111. Oh yeah, sure. Don't tell everyone. You know the password, right?
Well, I usually know password. What's the game name though? That's the problem.
Yeah, I sent it. Now the thing is, if you can't see the door as you call it, I don't think you're gonna see it in the lobby list either.
Well, it's locked and I can't join.
Like it's just like you
it
can't.
It says players 1 of 8 locked, and I can't click on it. I'll try restarting my StarCraft.
I'm logging out and in.
Alright, cool. Hey, CPL cast. We're having technical issues? You're crazy.
Look, I blame Blizzard for this one. No, yeah, that's right. That's right, Balance. Isn't that a weird turn of phrase? Way to go, Microsoft. Yeah, that's right. I can't say thanks Blizzard anymore. It's thanks Microsoft. Thanks Bill Gates for not letting me in the door.
Yeah, without Microsoft,
they call it windows, not doors, don't they? It all makes sense. You can look, but you can't enter. That's my lobby right now. The technology just isn't there, it says NCX. That's right. There's just no way that this could be done, I'm afraid. The limits of human ingenuity. Joining a lobby is just not on the cards. Lobby's up, by the way, if you're back in.
I'm authenticating.
All right.
Huh.
Well, should I just start streaming on Discord so Blizzard lets you log in? What do you think?
I'm gonna like fully close Battle.net if that doesn't work.
Okay.
We're going to Discord, and that means I'm living the good life. I don't have to observe or
yeah, that's
replays
right. All part of your
nothing.
Plan. All part of your plan. Make me cast mirrors with no TVT. Make me observe, even though you said I wouldn't. You know, he made me download the replays, guys.
Hey, to be fair, who made me run the stream last week because their internet decided to not be cool?
Oh, because I made my internet go down. Jeez.
Oh, and yeah, I'm making my Battle.net not work. If we're doing conspiracy theories, go all the way. We're big in.
All right. Well, I blame Blizzard for everything.
Sync BW here, Zoom. Man, how old is that guy?
It says, I'm going to tell people IRF when I'm busy, I'm authenticating. Like, I can't have this conversation. I have to authenticate what I'm saying.
I shut down Battle.net. It's a busy day for Battle.net. To help everyone log in, you've been placed in the queue. I guess your Discord.
All right, let's do it.
All right, yeah, let me get in there. I'll join in after that. Man, that is fun. Okay.
All right, you see it?
I'm working on it. Give me 1 second.
All right, you got to put it on the stream. I just realized. Yeah, that's a bit of a.
All right, so we got this. We got to make sure. Oh, what about sound? Oh God.
Don't you have sound when I'm streaming one window?
I'm just want to make.
You should have it.
Stream volume.
I don't have any sound.
I hear it. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're cool. Ready? We'll have to volume. We're doing it live. It's cool. Wait. Okay. See, stop. I don't have it actually up because now I got to figure out how to do this.
I can pause. It's okay.
Yeah. All right. Oh God. I gotta do this live. How do I? Yeah, just pause.
I know.
How do I? Discord? Oh man. All right.
It says I'm not connected to the server right now. I don't know if that's true, but it's not kicking me out of the game. So, I just realized I gotta be careful about the replay bar as well because I don't have an overlay. That's alright.
I just showed it. Yeah. Okay. Display capture.
I mean, you can do that. I'd recommend it. Wait, you got two, right, though? So you can put OBS on the other one or whatever you're using?
No, I'm figuring it out.
Okay.
Okay, and then for full screen, and we're gonna hold up. We're gonna have to put OBS on the other screen, which means I'm not reading chat, but it is what it is. And how do I hide the things on the bottom? Is there a way to like hide the things on the bottom?
I thought there was, but I can't figure it out these days either.
Show non-video participants. No, not really. Oh God. There we go. We're good. We're live.
All right, ready?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, in the 12 o'clock, in the magenta, we have TaDDe, and the bottom left in the blue, we have Kenzaki Renko. Currently TaDDe 1-1 here.
He did the dramatic zoom and everything. It's looking clean and crisp. All right.
Now you've got me casting or observing. There's going to be no shortage of dramatic zooms. Look, he's mining minerals.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Can you believe that these biological claws can break those invincible minerals? 100 siege tank shots cannot scratch those minerals, and yet this lowly drone able to hack away a little piece each time. With determination, he will get through that patch. I mean, that's dramatic enough for you?
Yeah. We're going to turn down the stream down a little bit, I think. I'm trying to get this.
Okay.
Well, no, I'm just trying to figure out, like, I have to remember what my music was at. I think we're
sad. I can't even alt tab and look at chat. This is sad days. Alright, SCB coming out here. Now, what does Kenzaki Renko have in store for us today? Now, you can make a wall here. It ain't going to be a link-proof wall, so already, like, minus 10 Neblime approval points for even putting this depot here. Unless he has some, like, factory wall I don't know about. So we'll see what his plan is. I'd be surprised if he doesn't end up taking gas again here, going for a wall.
Close the streamer mode banner. Ooh, yeah, I could do that. But you don't want me to stay safe, friend? I get it. Hey,
we're just telling everyone in chat, just stay safe out there.
See, you know what we needed? We needed this to be a TVP. We would have 10 minutes to figure it out. We could really set this up and make it look pretty.
Let's try. Well, you know, you have a couple minutes of TVZ. TVZ is not that dramatic unless someone's proxying or 9-pool or what have you. Here comes that drone. There you go. Took his time.
Alright, so I didn't see anything. So we got hatchery first. We're getting early gas. So it looks like we're going to see another mech play.
We've got a wall that doesn't stop zerglings. But yeah. Going to be some kind of gas build here. Look, we didn't see mech at all in the game 1. He just went for the one vulture. And then he had faster vessels than he otherwise would have, but not really very fast. He didn't put that much effort into getting them super fast, which you definitely can with 1-1-1. It's one of the really favorable aspects of the build. Now, SP's going to come in here, see that it's a 2-hatch timing. Going to mine some minerals? Nope. Drones don't like that. Terran not even making a second marine, a first marine right now.
Yeah, this is a little bit weird. I'm not sure what we're looking at here. Here's the factory though.
Again,
on the way.
This doesn't. No.
What
Kenzaki,
the fuck?
I assume that was just a misclick. Like, but he's not pulling it again. Ah, Kenzaki, you can never anticipate what he's going to do. Even if his factory is down, you don't know for sure. He's building in the middle of the map. I guess he's changed his mind. I don't think it's going to make that much difference. If Zerg figures out you're not expanding one way or another, they're going to get that sunken. Doesn't really matter if you get there earlier. I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. I don't know. Maybe he like builds up a whole bunch of vultures thinking Zerg won't know and then he suddenly attacks. I don't know the plan here.
I mean, it's interesting. So we'll look at the wall that Terran has. Like, would vultures be able to get at that without lifting the barracks? Whatever the...
No, they would not.
So is that maybe also part of the consideration of what we're seeing here?
Yeah, maybe, but it doesn't block lings anyway, so it's not like you're like, oh no, if I lift my barracks, these lings are going to come in. If lings want to come in, they would anyway. So, I don't really think that's a valid reason.
No, I'm really reaching. I really don't like the fact that Ranko took so long to start making Marines behind this. It's not like the money was so low and this was necessary.
Yeah.
If you got the money to cancel your factory, start it late. Please
Are you for real right now? How does he know? Oh no, he's just going to the bottom right. Okay. Nope. Denied.
Aww. I wanted to find that.
As expected, the Sunken's already up. I mean, I don't think he scouted anything. This Overlord did not even really check this natural, so I think Zerg might have thought he was in the bottom right or something. But like the Sunken's already up. He just assumes he's going to go something. Looks like he's going to go for Vulture Speed here, I expect. But I don't know. Are you really going to be able to surprise him and run past? If these lings just move back a bit and are in position, I don't really see it happening. I don't know. It's going to be dicey.
I mean, with the starport on the way, maybe we're going to see some kind of Vulture drop in the main instead.
Yeah, certainly could be. That's definitely an option. But with 2-hatch, I don't think it's very strong. Because I think best case scenario for Terran, you drop in, you kill a whole bunch of drones, but the Muse are hatching at like that time. So then your vultures die for sure, and then you have to defend at home. And I think it's not really that bad for Zerg. It's just if they're sloppy and they lose more drones than they should, I guess. And look at that, he's setting up the defense of natural. Man, it's like a matter of time till some lings happen to wander past his factory. It's so lucky that it hasn't been seen yet. Oh, he's getting mines. Now that I don't like at all. Is there a spire? There is a spire this time. I mean, I don't know. Is TaDDe just going to win with Mutalisks?
Yeah, I don't see a world where this goes well. That's the problem. You see,
right?
If we're going for the science facility, Radiant's not going to be done like anytime soon here. Trying to make a couple of vultures. Yeah, and it's like all the bio stuff's getting so delayed because these vultures, like, if they also have speed, maybe you run by because like we're not seeing the dropship to get in the main.
Oh, is he gonna see it? No, you kidding me? Oh my god.
No, like perfectly around it.
This is crazy right now. But yeah, Terran's still no eBay. You're not gonna get a vessel and a radiate and all the Mutalisks gonna obligingly die for you. You're gonna need some turrets here. Well,
or maybe you just don't want to play on Sylphin. There's always a chance.
Well, yeah. Alright, these vultures coming up, but they're just letting some mines right now. Or he shows them as well, so Zerg knows his mines there if he sees that. And they don't stop Mutalisks.
Yeah, and
maybe we're playing StarCraft 2, the Widow mines. This would be a good build, but not today.
I mean, even just look at this though. TaDDe is going to be very committed to the Muta play. Investing in the weapons, going up to 9 Mutas pretty quickly here. And I don't think they're going to stop anytime soon. When they go into the base and be like, oh, there's no anti-air. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of a way that this is going to go other than that, but as long as he just comes across the map right away, I don't see what else is going to happen. Here he comes.
Hey, at least he won't find that factory.
True. This game probably going to end with that factory still a mystery. Getting vulture speed now. I would like to see vulture speed earlier, and you can try and run past the natural sometimes. Oh, he's getting ready. He's clustering up. What's Renko's reaction going to be? Move the non-stim marines up here. No range, no stim. They are just free meals for mutalisks at the moment. And he just clusters near the bunker for protection. Does he have a bunker in the main mineral line, though? That's the question.
No.
What does he have in the main?
Nothing.
Going after these depots, I mean, I don't hate it. SCVs might be better, but it's still a reasonable thing to pick off. Nope, splitting his attacks. Vessel's out, but it's not going to have energy even if Radiate was done, which it certainly is not. Those mid is probably going to be able to pick that off. Not the best micro from TaDDe, though. Not the best moving shot, but it's good enough. It does pick it off. Going back to SCVs now that the priority target is being killed, that's a good move.
I mean, just imagine, there's this very real world where we're going to have a Radiate well before we have any bio upgrades.
Before any turrets are done at the natural? Yeah. I mean, look, honestly, it's kind of insane to have a Radiate fast. It's very strong, but you needed the defense against the Mutalisk. And look, he's let the turrets get up at the main, but he's just going to pick off any vessels that come out. Not that Terran's even building one. Oh, if he loses the science facility, that's a lot of gas you're going to pay as well.
And more Muse on the way. That +1 getting closer and closer to being finished as well.
These mines, though. Those mines aren't doing anything. Oh, is it going to finish?
Looks like it is. Okay.
The Radiate does finish, but the vessel not coming out for a while. Mutalisk's going to run into this bunker and get absolutely shredded. Okay, they do pull back. Nicely done there. I really thought he might accidentally not even see them. But it looks like he's just going to attack the front, and honestly, I think it might work. Going to make sure he picks off that science facility, of course. Ling's running in, getting killed for free, though. Very unfortunate there for TaDDe, giving some free units to the Terran. And now he's running these Mutalisks in. Now, these Marines don't have stamina, but bunkers are actually really good against Mutalisks. So they can't really win that fight. They do pull back again. And Zerg's continuing to put the damage on, but this is the thing in Brood War. If you're doing so well and macroing units doing a lot of damage, you tend to forget to macro. You can see Zerg hit 1,000 minerals for a second there.
Yeah, you're doing so much damage at this point. You're ahead on workers, you're tripling your opponent's supply. Really keeping these Mutalisks alive is all you're really looking for. Even with just getting depots and these kind of minor things that aren't going to matter, you can just keep adding on Mutalisks. So many still in production that got that attack upgrade. Like, turrets are not going to stand any real chance. Reinforcements moving across the map now, and Renko is just kind of bleeding things out here. This is a little bit silly that he was this unprepared for Mutas. I'm really surprised.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like this game is like, if you say you've never seen StarCraft, you watch like someone play like 5 racks versus 3 hatch Muta, you'd be like, man, Mutas don't seem that good. Why is Terran like so worried about them? Why are they even bothered with these turrets? The Mutas never even attack them. You can be like, oh, well, let me show you a game where Terran didn't prepare, and it shows you why Mutalisk is so good in this game. Alright, he's going to come in here. That vessel still doesn't have energy. Very sad. Just as it dies, throws down the Irradiate. The Irradiate's doing huge damage, but it doesn't even matter. The Ling alone, it's barely alive, so even if the Mutalisk die, can pick off those turrets. That Medic, though, trying to do its best. GG. Well done there by TaDDe. Takes it 2-1, despite Izaki Renko's tricks.
Yeah, not bad. I'm going to see if I can get back to that Brood War.
Give it a try. Give it a try. I just gotta check chat as a reflex.
It's a busy day for Baldet. Everyone log in. I'm in a 12-minute queue now.
What the fuck? Kick me out. I guess I'm just a VIP.
Oh, wait. No, I don't have the replays. Otherwise, I could just go offline.
Shame.
I mean, you want to keep doing Discord, or you want to just DM me?
Yeah, Discord's fine. Discord's fine. I like observing. The chat isn't going to get the dramatic zoom-ins if I don't do it.
That's all good then. So we're going to stay in there with the Discord then. Give me a minute to make sure everything's still set up nicely. We do have 2 more matches on the way, which is going to be a fun time. I get to watch his observing compared to my observing. It'll be great. Okay. Are you...
I'm ready.
Okay, let me... Hold up. Alright.
See, people in chat can see me like trying to press the stop button. I'm like, oh, we're gonna do it. No, we're gonna do it. Oh.
I think we're good.
Okay, I pressed it for real. But what if I leave the game? Okay. Drama here. Alright, in the top right here, in the blue, we have Cold Warp Gates. And in the bottom right, in the purple, we have Flizzardo. I'm very excited to see these 2 players. Cold Warp Gates, obviously CPL casting staple, somewhat CPL playing staple at this point as well, to be honest. Flizzardo just bringing out the... How's it going so far? How's going so far? Are they talking about lag, or is he just being friendly? Who knows?
Just being friendly.
Flizzardo, you know, a bit of an unorthodox player. Just like a ladder game. You know what Cold-Pupil did? He found his opponent on ladder, and then he won. He's like, I'm going to submit these to my matches. Like, how else? Sweden IKEA? Is that like he's from an IKEA, or he's just like, I'm from Sweden, you know, the IKEAs? What?
I have no idea.
They're both just born in IKEA, lived their whole life inside the store.
Interesting bear so far. Now, I do gotta comment that it is just warp gates. It's not cold warp gates, and if they're the full pool lifeguards, it's gotta be warm. Like it's good, warm, crisp pool water. Like you're not jumping into an ice bath, right?
I mean, I guess. I mean, have you swum in a cold ocean before? I have. It's pretty cold.
But this is a floor pool.
Yeah, you can have a cold pool as well. In fact.
Yeah, but why would you?
Because you've cold warp gates and you like cold things for some reason. I was going to say about Flizzardo, by the way, last season he was definitely playing Protoss, so I don't know if he's race picking or just switched to Zerg full time. I don't know the details of this for sure. But he's definitely been an unorthodox player. Look at this, scouting for the Overlord, but he has been denied because Flizzardo sent it the quote-unquote wrong way.
Which is going to be the extra right way right now.
That's right, the rightest of ways. So, unfortunately, Wargate's relying on that and not checking to see if it's actually there. He's going to scout the opposite direction.
It's not that bad, though. Coworkers did go the Gateway expand. It's not the Forge where you're trying to see how much can you like go into it.
Well, what's interesting is Coworkers already got a second pylon. So he definitely wants to be making Zealots here. He's definitely going to make a second Zealot, I believe. Not trying to sit back and defend at all. Well, I'm going to be very sad if I'm proved wrong he doesn't even make a second Zealot, because I don't really understand why you go for second pylon immediately if you're not going to do that. So let's see. Well, doesn't find him in either position. He's going to scout across, see the Overlord sitting there, and be like, oh, where is he? Bit unfortunate for Cold Wargates here.
Yeah, it's going to feel a little bit silly, though. I'm getting confirmation that is a race pick. Dude, don't alt-tab. Don't alt-tab.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
I'm reading chat.
I forgot. Sorry. It was only for a split second before I realized. But yes, okay, that makes sense.
He had like 20 windows open. Someone clip it. Let's see what he's into.
You're gonna see like the CPL like replays thing, and if you can like zoom and enhance, you're gonna see everyone's secret MMR. Alright, well he's just scouting around here, not seeing anything crazy.
It's not great. The first Zelt's gonna move out. Just sees a couple lanes, so you know where your opponent is now, even though it's just a very silly way to kind of get there. We'll see if Cold feels comfortable. Yeah, there's that Nexus. Not getting the Forge for a Nexus. My kind of player. Don't be that guy. Appreciate it.
Well, there is a Ling, which could actually be a big deal if he denies this Forge. Well, he kind of doesn't. Well, he kind of does. Uh-oh. Okay, nice maneuvering by Cold Wargates. Gets back in position, puts it down. Even hides on top of the gateway. Man, that's crazy.
But look at the Zealots, though, in the Zerg Natural.
Oh yeah, I probably should look at that, huh, now that I'm observing. Yeah, they're getting in there, and like, as much damage as one Ling might do, struggling to kill a single probe, this is probably the biggest story. Oh, goes for that probe, but it does keep it alive. Nicely done by Cold Wargates. That one Ling's still alive, but not doing anything right now. Man, did you just like right-click into the mineral line while the Zerg's distracted? I'm sorry, while the Protoss is distracted?
So this is going to be danger time, and look, you're getting into base. You're seeing its 2-hatch lair. This is great information for Cold Wargates. You actually see all this. Even the disruption he's doing, a couple drones do go down. One of these Elts still alive here, trying the best. But you can see Flizzardo does not want to make those links. They're really trying to be greedy. Is forced to, has to end up doing it. This was still did the damage, got some great scouting info, and we'll see what Cold Wargates wants to do behind this. The gas only going up now. I wonder, I don't know the exact timing, but it feels like maybe the Cyber Core is a little bit late here. I think it's still going to be fine, though.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, surely the biggest strength here for Protoss is you can get a very fast Cyber Core while this is going on. Now, Zerg have made a lot of Lings here. It might be enough that you can deflect this aggression. It's only 2 Zealots coming up here. In fact, a bad engage starting off for that one. Almost gets completely surrounded. It's almost dead, really. This is not looking good for Cold Wargates after that now. Uh-oh, now this lone Zealot's like, I'm in too deep. I guess I'm just going to continue the attack. Spire is on the way, but of course he kind of already knew that. I don't think you expect anything else here, but he can confirm it, which is nice. Now, Protoss can get the Stargate just now, but there's going to be a little window where he doesn't have any Corsairs out, I believe.
I mean, there's not that much gas available for Flizzardo. The disruption you did, if you really didn't want to care about the Stargate, you're actually kind of okay, but we do still see the Stargate going down. Finally gets taken out, but still just really messing with Flizzardo's economy. And considering they're only on 2 hatcheries, they don't have that many drones, it's really not that bad of a situation. All the damage has been done, despite it's really not a lot of actual damage that we're seeing.
Well, the thing is, though, Cold Wargates just got his first cannon now. If he can just like hold on against any mutas that are coming out and just kind of maintain. He's in such a good position because his economy is like fine, nothing hurt it on 2 bases, and Zerg's also on 2 bases, which is terrible for Zerg. Oh, I didn't even see the Zealot here. How many kills did it get? Did it kill drones?
The drone count hasn't gone down, so I don't think he killed drones. Okay. I think he just forced him to loot go back to the main.
That's still a big deal.
What do you see that's not there?
Yeah, I know. They canceled the spy. Now, I don't even like it, to be honest.
I hate it.
I think he might as well have just made like a couple Scourge and a couple Mutas just to hold up Protoss. But now this course is going to come across the map anyway. I mean, after a while, I mean, you don't want to be too risky and, you know, run in and there's going to be Scourge out and lose it. But surely once you put a couple of come across, see what's going on. And it's going to be a long time before Zerg can get drop or anything. And defending Lurkers at the natural now. I mean, I'm no PvZ expert. Surely it's just a matter of making enough cannons, right? Lurkers are pretty bad at running into cannons.
Well, it should be, but if maybe your opponent's not anticipating you go very hard on the lings, like you're not really worried about it, and it's still like the Corsair. If Warpgates thinks he knows, like he's like, oh, you got the Spire, he goes Overlord hunting instead of going to scout to see the tech switch, he probably won't have detection in time. So there's definitely a lot of things where things can go wrong, but still, Protoss spy here. Look at the worker count, look at the supply. Like if you stay alive, you're feeling pretty good. These lings are gonna move across. There's not. Ooh, is there actually holes in that wall that aren't covered by Zealots?
No, I didn't even know the top was open. It's definitely not now with those 2 Zealots. I'm just wondering if he even needs that one, but I guess he does. He probably knows better than me. But yeah, it's fine now. Remember, Forge Below Gate, you're all right, mate. Don't forget.
Well, no, I didn't see the Zealot. So I just want to make sure they're in the gaps.
That's a lot of lings, though. Is the second cannon? It can't help at all, can it? I mean, it kind of almost looks like Flizzardo could break through. Looks like he's not going to pull the trigger. I don't know. I feel like that was maybe his best chance, but like you say, with the lings as well, I mean the Lurkers as well, maybe it could be deadly here. Still, the Corsair's just banging at home. He's expecting a big Scourge Muta attack, so actually his deception might work out perfectly. And man, we were saying we didn't like it. Damn.
I know. I still don't like it. I don't think it's going to be enough to win.
You don't think? Ooh,
well, I mean, start using your Spire sensical warp gates, right? That you have so many workers, you're like, I haven't seen a thing other than you making links at my front. Something should be like saying, this doesn't feel right. There's something going on here. I would like this Corsair to go see what's going on, but even if you just wanted to be defensive, make an extra cannon too. We do see the Zealots moving out. The legs are pretty far away here. Oh, they don't see
he doesn't want this. In fact, can the links just run in now? Oh
yeah.
Uh-oh, he didn't even see the Lurkers. Oh no. He pulls the probes to try and help out, which is a good move for sure. So, oh my god, that second cannon gonna go down.
Don't kill the detection. Oh no.
Oh, he's not even remaking them. The Lurkers are about to finish. In fact, they are finished. All Flizzardo needs to do is bring them forward, and I think this game is over. Uh-oh. Wow,
the question mark before the Lurkers show up. You jerk bag.
Oh, man, I was saying there's no justice in StarCraft, and look what happened. Wow, instant karma. He's just gonna die. Like, that's what you get for question marking your opponent, man. Like, I have no sympathy for Cold Warp Gates now.
What?
When we're casting tomorrow, I'm gonna be roasting him about this, just so you know.
Yeah, I don't know if this is like gonna go the way you want to, but look at these Scourge or these Corsairs that have been building up. That's just like, all right, time to go supply block you forever. This is gonna be great.
I mean, sure, he only needs these Lurkers. He doesn't need any more units. As soon as his pile's down, he should bust in there. Yeah, he's gonna move forward, and as long as he denies that cannon at the natural, I think this is a win for Zerg.
Is there any cannons in the main? Is he just gonna
yeah, there's one. There's one for Mutalisk, because he was expecting Mutas, remember. But even if there's 10 cannons in the main, killing the natural is enough, I think, for Zerg to win this game. Now, let's see.
I don't think so. Look, 16 drones. Like, you have very tunnel vision on the attack. If you can hold on, I don't think this game's over.
But how can Protoss ever get out of his base? Like, because you set up a Lurker container down here. Like,
Storm is done. Know, Storm is done. That's how you get out of your base.
Yeah, but you spread the Lurkers. I mean, I don't know. It's not like Zerg's going to have the economy to replace Lurkers against one base Protoss. You're going to try and the battering rams are up there with Lurkers, but unfortunately they have to borrow to attack. Imagine if they didn't. And look at this, these Lurkers and Ling's going to bust through those Zealots. Templar not going to have time to do much. Oh, nice Storm though. Does its best. Unfortunately, you need more than one to kill Lurkers. That DT is out. Needs to move those Lurkers up. Why are you burrowing there? That's the one spot. You didn't need to burrow. Now they're all going to die.
Oh no.
Okay, one of them out of detection range somehow.
Yeah, that supply block from the Corsair is still pretty big. You did lose the natural, but still, like, one base versus one base, you got twice the amount of workers, you got all your tech up. Like, this game's not over at all, but it's gonna be with the Flizzardo. When did they actually stop and try to transition out of this, put themselves
not defending the cannon? Where are Wargate's units? What are they doing right now?
Observers are on the way. He's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually gonna be okay.
Okay,
I think.
did he kill the Nexus? He did kill the Nexus. Okay, maybe. Especially with that DT, right? Because Zerg doesn't have any Overlord speed. Zerg not building anything right now.
Look at the supply. They can't. They can't.
Yeah, well, he could build Overlords, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. You're not wrong.
You might be right. Honestly, with this DT alone, Wargates might just be fine. You're right. I'm so sad because honestly, I feel like Zerg should have won this. It's just a matter of the lack of macro back at home mostly. They should have a huge advantage. Instead, they have a huge disadvantage. Even though Protoss down to 1 base. As long as Protoss re-secures this Nexus pretty quick, I think it looks pretty good for Protoss actually, yeah. But I still say Zerg should have won this. Of course, they're still roaming for more. And there's no Overlord, no Hydras down here to defend the Overlords either.
I mean, you have Observers. All these Lurkers got cleaned up. All the Lings got cleaned up. You're going to have Storm. You can make it Archons if you're really worried about Lings or whatever, but Dragoon Raid is about to finish. You could just go counterattack at this point.
Does he even need Dragoons? He can choose the DT, because how are Overlords going to survive? Like, the DT's on its way, don't worry. It's literally all he needs. I think Cold War Gates has done it. I hope he at least suffered some anxiety from that attack after question marking Flizzardo. I hope he was at least like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose.
There is no justice in this world. He should have lost this game for that question mark. But that's not the world we live in.
That's why it happened, because immediately it was happening, I said, look, there is justice in StarCraft, but no, I was wrong. Look at this DT just really not being micro, can't get in there. Oh, the Spore, could that save him? No, it's too late. It's not even a Spore. No, it's a Sunken. I don't know what he's getting that for. He's just going to kill every drone. Doesn't even just worry about anything else. Where's this DT going? Is he expecting Overlords to be around? Because they really aren't. Man, come on, Gates, what are you doing? Both players not killing each other when they really could. It's not like you don't have enough Corsairs you can at least poke in and check. They're not going to die instantly. There's an Overlord like way off in the distance in the main on like 2 HP. He can just get up here. Like,
yeah, but I mean 50 supply lead, retaking your Nexus. So I think it's pretty
I want to see DT's
here.
kill stuff, man. That's all I want to see. What's the DT waiting for? How many kills has it got? 8 kills. Another drone coming down here. Does he have an Evo now? He does. He's going to get the Spore. This DT time is limited. I don't care about looking at Protoss base, not this macro he's doing. I just want to see this DT, man.
Go over his chat. I'm so dumb.
Oh god, I hope he doesn't lose this game now. I've totally flipped from like Zerg should win to like Cold War Gates. If you lose this game,
we're knocking him down to tier 2. This is the ultimate plan. We're just like, look,
wants,
I'm not a tier 1 player. Look at this.
You should put him up to tier 0 as punishment if he loses this game. And look at this GT is going to get cleaned up here. It looks like Overlord speed finally finished.
Well, no, it's been hiding. Like, do the Overlords actually see it?
Well, no, he definitely has vision of it, but like he doesn't know it's there. This is Flizzardo vision. Oh, the Corsairs are there, or maybe they're not. But he's getting a shuttle, and he can just storm drop the remainder, or even just drop a DT or what have you. Oh look, I guess it ain't over. It ain't over yet. My god. Oh no, it's gonna be over though. You can't 1v1 a Sunken, especially if it's Lurker Buddy. See, in a fair 1v1, the DT definitely would have won that, trust me. Wait, there's another DT out though.
Yeah, there's a lot of things out here. Flizzardo is trying to get back in this game. Just drones. All drones. Like,
wait, there's nothing in that shuttle? There's nothing in... Oh, god damn it. How do I keep doing that? I'm sorry. I thought there would be like Templars. Oh, well, that's a Templar.
There you go. Kind. There you go.
Okay, yeah. The pickup, the hot pickup. And what's in this main? There's no Spores there, and he can still deal with Overlords pretty well. He needs to get those Corsairs in position, though. You really want the Corsairs to support this kind of drop. And look at that formidable Protoss army that exists as well. You can probably come across and hit the front at the same time. Looks like it's just going to be the TT for now. Zerg, I'm borrowing a Lurker. I don't know if he saw it. There's no way, though, right? He doesn't literally have vision of this. Uh-oh. Oh, the Cake Boy's in there.
Yeah, I think you didn't want to use the Corsairs just because this snuck in. You're never going to notice this. You're busy scrambling to fix this game already. Like, you can see the damage being done again. Flizzardo just keeps getting resets to the Stone Age. It feels so bad. Warp Gates is going to take their third Nexus behind this. They're still building up back at home, and I think they had a good amount of gateways.
He's going to leave? So oh, please pick him up. Please pick him up and just take him home. Oh, no, he's going to get caught. Still, though, his work here is done. 16 kills. Not bad.
Yeah, so 106 to 29. This is not the greatest game from Zerg. I think just too many shenanigans have happened, unfortunately. But that opener from Flizzardo, it was cute. It almost worked. It was so close to working.
It should have, honestly. Like, I think if Zerg just macroed at home properly, it would have been a win for sure. But now he's back here trying to rebuild from like 10 drones while Protoss army's coming across. What's Protoss upgrades? +2, I thought it probably would be. Zerg, I don't believe has any done. No, he has +1 missile. Okay. Still though, These Zealots going to shred any lings. That one Lurker, where's he even trying to go? Cannon's going to be up at this third. Don't even worry about that Lurker, he's dead anyway. All the lings are getting melted. And what does Zerg has? He has like 10 Hydras and a few drones. GG, he doesn't want to see that fight go down. And I salute his mercy to his own units, not wanting them absolutely melted.
Yeah, I mean, eventually closed out here. Co-workers in the chat. I was convinced there's more bases. Did you know how many flying units you had? You could have looked. You could have looked at all.
Nice. Good lord.
Well, that is definitely a funny game, though. The interesting opener, but...
Yeah, the absolute hubris, for sure, of that question mark. You should have lost Cobalt Gates, alright? Don't you... You better hope I'm not on the cast tomorrow somehow, because I'm going to be roasting you about that every single game.
Alright.
You trying to log in still, or you giving up on that?
I think I've given up on that. This is fun, casting when I can't click. I'm thinking to see what I notice off the mini-map. We're having a good time.
Yeah, I've done it like this before. I think I was doing it with, like... Oh, who was it?
I mean, you've watched on mine when your stream was, like, really giving you problems, like, back in the day. So
oh, yeah? I don't remember, but sure. Alright, you ready?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just gotta check.
The chat's having a good time with the games we were seeing here, but hey, we're going on map 2, you know, we'll see.
Alright, in the top right, in the teal, we have Flizzardo, and the bottom left, in the green, what am I saying? Blue, we have Cobalt Gates.
You know, the greenish, the greenish blue, the teal.
Right, currently up one game, Cobalt Gates. Not deserving to win any games ever after that question mark, but we'll see what happens this game.
Alright, so was that more offensive to you than the offensive GG get out of my game?
When did that happen?
Well, no, I'm just like, as a concept.
Oh, no, definitely not. I mean, not that it's not rude, but the offensive GG is obviously like one of the worst, right?
Yeah, no, that makes me so mad. I will fight tooth and nail to ruin like the next 20 minutes of your life. Like, the game's over, that's fine, I'm wasting your time if you do that to me.
If I was in a CPL match, my opponent gave an offensive GG, I'd just say GG and then like submit the replay and be like, look, they GG'd, I won. But the question mark's pretty bad. Like, it's just like saying, like, what are you doing, dude? It's not as bad as the GG, though, because the GG is literally saying, like, get out, right? So, it's up there, but could be worse.
Honestly, I don't get that mad about it in StarCraft. Like, if someone does that in, like, Valorant or League of Legends, I lose my mind. I'm so angry.
I'm trying to think of other games. Look, I played CSGO for a while, and I just expect people to be extremely BM in that game. The only other game I really played, like, competitively per se is, like, Team Fortress 2, but, like, no one's really talking like that in Team Fortress 2, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't imagine anyone being mad in Team Fortress 2. Like, if you're mad,
look, the competitive side of it is a bit different, of course, but still, yeah, it's just not really like that. Alright, so that hatch goes down. Hatch first coming up here. Where's the cannon rush? Why'd you have to build a gateway, you fool?
It's this an early hatch. Like, would a cannon rush even work?
Is it? I thought it was 12 hatch.
No.
Are you sure about that? Why is it not more finished then? As if that wasn't a 12 hatch. I mean, it wasn't over here, but hang on a minute. No way. That's got to be a 12 hatch or like.
I saw the hatchery building with the supplies saying 10. It's not a 12 hatch.
Oh, that probe dies. That's actually huge. Okay, it was an 11 hatch. It was close. I was close. I was close to winning my CPL games. I was only off by 1, right? That's what I'll say. Losing that probe was actually a really big deal here. Like, even if you don't need scouting, even if you just guess what Zerg's doing 100%, the harassment potential with this Zealot is huge. So losing that's a big blow for Protoss. Is he going to send the second one, I wonder? I mean, it's kind of a bit behind the Zealot already. Oh, he already did. There it is. I'm a bit too zoomed in here. I should probably fix that. Now, will he try and go for the Cyber before Cannon again? He is obviously going to get a Nexus here. Zerg not taking the gas super fast this time. I guess decided the 2-hatch lair shenanigans not quite worth it.
Yeah, I like the decision. Flizzardo, is that hatchery?
I don't like this decision.
Yeah, that's not on another base very far forward. Like, I mean,
well, it's a fine SimCity position. It's just like,
well, no, that screams 3-hatch Hydra, right? Like, that's the only thing.
Surely that would be like on the bottom right of the map or something, though. This isn't even that far forward, though, comparatively.
Well, I mean, the fact that you're not taking the 12 o'clock base with it, you're not like putting it at a location to be useful. The fact that it's right there, it's like, no, I just want things consolidated, make it a little easier to defend. That screams 3-hatch Hydra to me.
These friggin' probes are not having a good day for Coach-Pupil Gates, though. They even got murdered by Lurkers last game as well. Now, that is 2 Zealots versus 6 Leagues, which is a win for the Zealots for sure.
That is 8 legs, my friend.
My bad, my bad. Oh, I can't count at all today about anything. Okay, that Zealot is running for his life. So, of course, he's going to have to get the cannon here. Now, the Forge is quite delayed. He got his gas already. Are we going to see a Cyber fast? I mean, you've got to get the cannon here, right? You can't just be like, no, I can defend with a Zealot. Can you? Oh my god, he's doing it. He's doing it. Is this Mini? Who are we watching play right here?
I mean, he's got the 2 Zealots there. I think it's going to be okay, because we've seen Flizzardo earlier. Like, there might have been opportunity to bust through. They're a little more conservative about it. Evolution Chamber.
Yeah, you thought it was going to be 3-edge Hydra. Huh, you were wrong.
Okay, what is this?
Evo.
It's 3-edge Evo. Okay, is that a thing? Go on, explain this build.
No, it's not. He's going to get Carapace and hit with Chitinous, because this is a TVZ. That's what he's doing.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. He's getting Evo before Lair because it's TVZ.
That makes perfect sense. You cannot question me. Missing that movie iRobot, my logic is undeniable.
So we're up to 4 hatcheries now for Flizzardo. So definitely interesting style. It's gonna have a lot of larvae to play with here. Drone's not being used is not great. It's not the best thing.
I'm not a fan.
And hey, look at that. Working on ranged attack upgrades. So, maybe making Hydra stronger for the mid game. This is going to be a weird timing that you're not used to, but it's the same logic I have with everything where it's like, huh, I've never seen that before. It seems weird. Probably not that good. Otherwise, people would do it.
Right? Well, I mean, I know it's not really fair, but my benchmark is just have pros ever done this? And if the answer is no, it must be terrible, even though it's not really legit. But that's just how it was. I always think about it. Now it is Hydrogen coming up here. Now look, 4 hatch before Lair, then Hydra is fine. This Evo, it is a deviation, but it's not really that expensive if you think about it. It's like 125 minerals for the Evo and then the upgrade itself. So I mean, I don't know, maybe it makes sense to get a super fast +2. You know what, if I think about it, if he's never going to get a Hive, if he's just going to be Hydra Man, just try and win with infinite Hydras, I kind of like it, because you get +2 missile pretty fast, then start working on maybe Carapace. I don't know if it's worth it with Hydras. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking that it is just to have this kind of bigger Hydra army. That's why he's like not getting the 5th hatchery. Want to just actually start producing a little bit more, working these upgrades a little faster. I mean, just like when you get +1, go to get some pressure, see if that's enough to break down the wall, because you'll have a little bit more. There's gonna be a little bit faster, so you're gonna kill cannons a little bit faster. Maybe there's like a timing it hits right before Storm or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, Corsair's coming across, gonna see the Evo chamber. He's like, oh, I see. Lair's going to be finished, but he's going to see no Spire, of course. Now, Citadel, where is it? Okay, it's already done. I was just going to say, is it on the way? But no, he's well ahead on his tech here. That fast Cyber, I guess that's the benefit. So I think Protoss is going to be fine here. It's still anyone's game, I guess. No advantage I'm seeing. Oh, if he loses that Corsair, that's not good. But he sees all the Hydras out.
Yeah, sees that Lair's done, but no Lair tech used, so I guess you would have to keep your upgrades going. Go for that fast +2. I just don't know that to be any kind of critical number, so... Not really in love with it. We are seeing investment in some defense up at that 12 o'clock base. Drone count, for having 4 hatcheries available, I kind of want it to be a little bit harder, but you can see supply box are going to start messing with Flizzardo as they're building up their game plan.
Yeah.
Link speed being added on as well, so I don't know what kind of attack we're going to see, but I think we're going to see something reasonably soon, but Warbeats might be ready for the defense. You can see the upgrades rolling through. I didn't see Storm, though. That's kind of a big one.
Yeah, I mean, you can just build up the energy for later, right? I don't know, I'm trying to justify it. Did he get a Templar? I don't see one either. Yeah, it's not like he doesn't have the gas either, so yeah, no excuse, Cold Kids. We said I was going to be harsh to people today, so I don't know why I'm trying to justify it. Okay, there you go. Robo pretty fast too, maybe he's expecting Lurkers again, just because he saw that before. Because that is that super fast Robo. Where is it? That is
well, I mean, yeah, you see the Hydra then, the Lurker PTSD kicking in full gear, but I mean, never going to be too bad to have these, and you can see the drops will be pretty useful. Look at these Zealots moving across. They got their upgrades, +1 and speed.
Oh, you're dead right. It's drops,
actually,
by the way.
Look at the natural. There's no Sunkens.
That's a good Sim City, though. I wouldn't be trying that, honestly.
I would.
Letting him in, though.
I think I would. If you get
well, then you would lose the game, Saetzero. Saetzero, no.
You can leave. Stop. You can leave. You don't have to commit. There's no Sunkens.
Okay, well, why run Zealot or something? Like, just don't do it. There's no way that was ever going to be worth it, dude. This is what we keep casting, Saetzero. A lot of Protoss we see just run the Zealots like that and lose the game. You're part of the problem.
Maybe I just won a game 3.
You just see red when you have a bunch of speed zealots running around, huh? And you're like, let me just run them in here and see what happens, and they all die. Now, this third's less defended, but I don't think it's going to work out either.
Do you know how long I played Zealot Archon +1, man? Like, yeah, I'd see red.
Dude, in StarCraft 2, I'm still just making Zealot Archon. Okay, so this DT's going to try and come up here, but Overlords are in position. Does get deleted. Well, I was a bit preemptive there, wasn't I? I predicted him into surviving. Hooray.
Nice, good shot.
Okay, so was a shuttle built? Yes, there it is. Definitely a good play to go for super fast here. There's nothing in the main to defend. If you can sneak the shuttle up here without being detected, could be absolutely deadly. Flizzardo is really going to have PTSD.
What has he got in there? One of each?
Nothing. Is it? Oh. No, nothing. He's just going to pick up this DT.
Oh.
But the Hydras are in position. I'm kind of worried the shuttle's going to fly right into the Hydras. Well, the Corsair's going to see them, it seems like. Yeah, okay.
You know, it's at least protected.
Ooh,
move forward.
Away.
Oh, is that bad that the Hydras move forward for the Corsairs? See the shuttle?
Yeah, they do see it, but I mean, did he notice it? It was only just at the edge of his vision. Looks like he's patrolling, trying to catch it. And it's kind of awkward for Zerg. He has to keep going back and forth, and Protoss only has to get through once. Overlord speed on the way, though. Once that's finished, the DT becomes a bit less threatening. It still can be very sneaky. Protoss doing a good job powering up on gateways here, by the way. I like this style of warp gates to put a lot of pressure on with shuttle and then power up, because I think 2-base powering is something we need to see more honestly in CPL. Oh, he's trying to thread the needle, but nope.
Not great. Not what you're looking for.
That's like when, you're trying to put the thread in, but it just bends on itself and you prick yourself with the point of the needle.
Yeah. I still like what we're seeing out of warp gates, though. That it's going on 2-base power, because Flizzardo going up to 4 hatcheries, but not 5 as fast as you want. The drone count's okay, but it's not great. I think this would actually be a pretty good style. It's going to be hard, I think, for Flizzardo to actually take that 4th base. So you can just really get on the map, exert a lot of pressure, and then if you get your opponent with a decent spot where you can hit some storms or they're a little bad position, you should be able to punch one of these bases.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Flizzardo could ever take fun on the map right now, but he'd be fine if he stays in his defenses. Now, we don't see any lurker aspects, so I suspect I was right that he's just going to go Hydra Man here. But the problem with that is I feel like you kind of need to fight on the map. You're not really that good in total defenses because you don't have lurkers. Now look at this, he's coming in here. Storms are available. That's a pretty good one to start with. I just dodged pretty well though. Good movement by Flizzardo. Coming up this ramp, probably not the way to go. Baits a storm onto his own zealots a little. Zerg army getting a bit disjointed, going in both directions, coming and going. A lot of Hydras just got picked off actually.
Maybe more as well. It's like you can see that.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't really go the way you wanted to. Warp gates really cut probes to power up this army, so I feel like they do have to get a little bit more done. They've done a good job so far, but not being able to take the next phase, not even trying to either.
Well, he does have lurker aspect. My bad. I didn't realize.
Yeah, a while ago.
No, my bad. Did you point that out when I was talking before?
No, I thought we were talking about something else.
I was going to say, imagine listening to your co-cast, so that would be a classic mistake.
Oh, so okay, I could just claim it then. Just you should be like, oh, you ignored me. You hate me so much.
Yeah, basically. I think Flizzardo definitely needs a 4th base here then, because it certainly doesn't look like he can deny this 3rd. So I would like to see that. And if he goes into a 4th base, you've got to be going Hive eventually, surely. I can't imagine a 4-base game where Zerg's like, no, Lair's good enough. Look at all those lurkers. Oh god, go up, go. Go get him, Cold Warp Gates. Oh my god. Why does Zerg do this?
I mean, because wide position. You can see everything moving in, though. Storms are going to be in range soon. Just don't waste them. Don't waste them.
Does he even have to storm, though? Because he's going to be right on top of them. It'll still be a good engage. I mean, that's fine. Another one? Oh, come on. Hey, he gets 2 of them, I guess. Oh, no, they're gone. They don't exist. They just never were.
Yeah, they just pop, no blood.
Oh, no storms going on this Hydras. Okay, there we go. There goes 1, 2. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. Force the launch to retreat. Only goons left here. Is there another storm left? There's got to be at least 1. I think there is literally 1 left.
I'm not sure, but all the
he morphed
are
from the
dead,
Templars. Yeah, he morphed from the Templars who still has a storm left, which is a bit of a mistake. I think 1 more storm would have tipped the balance here. As it stands, these Hydras barely not able to take out these goons. There you go, that's a storm. So Protoss barely wins that fight, but killing all those lurkers is a huge coup for sure. With his own 3rds coming up here, it's not like he even needs to break the Zerg. He just needs to stop him protecting the 4th. And if you annihilate his army, that's going to make it a lot harder for him. Have a morph going down. These Archons are going to be worth.
We're still not seeing pro production kind of going through, but this army's still doing a pretty good job. That reinforcement, is that mostly Dragoons or mostly Zealots in the middle of the map?
It's mostly Templars. That's a good mix force. And look, here come the probes. It's like you say, still none in production. Just produces 3 now that his Nexus is done. 3 observers over here. Make sure no lurkers can do anything to him. The Archon, not the best against Hydras, but it is tanking while the goons do their damage. And oh boy, they are doing damage. Only 1/1 for the Protoss ones, +2 for the Zerg, but it doesn't really matter. He's kind of just getting the efficiency he needs. It's Zerg supply block once again.
Yeah, losing a lot of overlords here, just like moving too far forward. I guess you're concerned about DTs being an option because it wasn't just this Corsair, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think the goons hit the overlord. In fact, I saw one die to a storm. In fact, look, he's going to take that 4th base, which is it's what he needs to get ahead in this game. But I don't think he can even take it right now. I think he needs to like build up his army again a bit more, or maybe take a sneaky one. Honestly, just go all the way to the top left. Protoss probably won't have the time to get over there, but Protoss not going to wait. Going to go for the throat at the natural here. What does Zerg even have? Is these 3 Hydras the entire Zerg army? There must be something somewhere, right?
No, the supply block really kicked in here. Overlord's about to pop, but that means you're still waiting for everything to go through. You're not going to build anything substantial, and the Hydra den's going to go down low, the hatchery. Just slow rolling, but you can see reinforcements moving through. Plenty of Zealots still alive as well, and we should be able to keep powering through here. Lots of drones to kill at the natural, but you go into the main, you can kill off all the tech.
Wait, why is that Zerg on full health? What just happened? Hang on, I gotta look at that after this game's over. Okay, the Lurker counterattack from behind, but I mean, there's enough goons to deal with that. In fact, that worked out perfectly for Protoss because none of the Zealots had to deal with the Lurkers. The goons alone were facing them and just crushed them. Now he's picking off all this stuff from the natural. I think Zerg is dead here, and Co-op is going to take this series 2-1.
2-0.
Oh, 2-0. What am I saying? Trying to get Flizzardo a free win.
The emotional loss for the question mark.
Look how mad at Flizzardo is as well. He wasn't asking him, like, how are you, where are you from? Co-op is just question mark. Alright, now I got to look at something real quick, because did I see something crazy happen? I swear something crazy just happened.
I didn't see it in time when you asked about it.
Yeah, let me check this out. Because look, I guess they have a lot of armor, but you still do like 1 damage per attack or whatever, or 0.5 or whatever. Well, +1 goon should do 1 damage at least. Oh, that's the one. That's the one I went past it. Whoops.
Yeah, no, I mean it's still at full health. Yeah, you can see the.
I just want to watch it like at slow speeds.
That's weird.
Alright, is this the egg? It wasn't a lurker egg, it was just a regular egg?
Yeah, just for links.
Okay, let's watch this. Slow and steady. Alright, there we go. Okay, oh, there were 2 eggs. Oh,
that's weird.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay, that's why.
So one didn't die. Okay, no, they were just perfectly on each other. Nice, that's fun.
Alright, that's interesting. I really thought it was like invincible, and I was like, what the hell? So easily fooled I am.
All good. Alright, but hey, that was a fun series despite some of the shenanigans. We got one more heading our way, and while we had all mirrors in the tier 2, we have the complete roundabout of everything in the tier 1. We're getting all the non-mirror matchups.
Yeah, someone in chat pointing out how different it would have been if those lurkers didn't get stormed for sure. And you know, it shows why sometimes Protoss has the advantage just being aggressive. Alright, ready, Saetzero?
Go for it.
Because I'm thinking if Cold Gates theoretically didn't need to be like attacking in there, it needs to be like roaming, but by attacking in, he took that opportunity to kill all those lurkers. Alright, in the top left, in the dark blue, we have Havior, and the bottom right, in the teal, we have Balance. He's been in chat trying to tell us Dark Swarm isn't going to win the game. I mean, let's see if he gets to Defilers this game. I don't know. Who knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll see how this one goes. We got a little bit of startup, and there was a question in the chat while we were doing the last game. Who do you think is the best Zerg right now?
In the world?
Yep.
Not in CPL? Oh, okay. I'd still go Soma, for sure.
Yeah, I think Soma's probably an easy one to pick.
I think Soma's actually been the best Zerg for like 3 ASLs. He's just had some unfortunate results. And I know that's the kind of a BS thing to say. But like,
no, he is, no, in the recent history, he's not been better than Queen. He just as better as CBC than Queen.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. I think Queen's kind of. It's not that Queen isn't amazing, but
you want to say Queen's not that good. Say it. Just say it.
So I feel like Soma has that X factor that he doesn't have, especially in PvZ. Now, this ASL's PvZs I thought were very disappointing for Soma, but I don't know if something's changed in like the maps or the meta that he can't pull out that like really difficult Mutalisk style that he was doing, where he would get a few Mutalisks and then just go back to macroing really hard and like really just deny anything Protoss did with like minimal force. But we didn't really see that this time. Obviously, he did get eliminated, so I don't know. I still really go with Soma though.
No, I think that's fair. Like I mentioned in the Jazz Queen, Soma, Sulky, Action. You got plenty of choices.
I really like Action in the late game. I think Action absolutely is the best in the late game of anyone. That's the thing about him. but not necessarily enough rest base. Because I've seen insane PvZ late game play from him, where you look at that and you're actually just like, well, if Protoss doesn't win by like 15 minutes, the game is over. There's just nothing they can do. It's what it looks like when Action survives to Hive.
Yeah, that's not wrong. I don't mind that comparison. Now, look at this. We got the drone scout going through. Was a hatchery first. We're seeing a barracks, but no fast gas this time, so we're actually going to see bioplay.
Yeah, well, I mean, Kanzaki Renko is Kanzaki Renko. I wouldn't expect anyone else to be doing crazy stuff like that. Playing it safe, getting that 15 depot. Or 14 in this case, whatever. Oh, he sees that Overlord. Yes, he does, so he's going to come down here and know exactly what Stoke's doing. So we've still got downtime, don't worry. Who's the best CVT in the world? I still say Soma, so
CVT?
Nothing changes it.
It's probably Soma, but it's...
See, like... guys, he said it. TaDDe said Soma's the best. Edit that.
It's almost one of the best. It's almost one of the best. I'd go with that. You're the one who wanted to say Queen's not that good. Like, no, we're saying very different things here. Soma is great. You were like, I don't know.
I could probably take him in a best of 5. I mean, okay, the CC coming up here. Drone, don't sacrifice that drone. No, run away. You don't need to go in the main. If you see the CC timing, you know it's no gas. So good. I'm glad he didn't get that killed. That would have been tragic. Free drone counts for sure here. If he's still in the main. So it's going to be 2 extra timing here. Honestly, this is refreshing from Kanzaki's ridiculous, like, crazy land TVTs. Finally, we get to see, StarCraft at its finest. 2x Mutaverse, probably 2x Academy.
That's StarCraft at its finest?
I don't know. That's what everyone does. That's just like every TVZ.
No, it's so versatile on both sides, right? So it makes sense. It keeps you safe. Like, it lets you exert pressure. Like, you got your normal way just to get into your late game without getting, like, really messed up here. I could see why it's the standard for so many players.
Well, I mean, it does show that even if you do the same build every time, there's a lot of variation in a game of StarCraft, which you would not really expect. Oh, that SCV is going to die pretty early here. Oh, it's going to try and leave. I don't think it's going to come back in the main whatsoever.
You're so non-committal. If you said it lived, it would have died. If you said it died, it's going to leave, but you keep changing your mind.
I did just say it's going to die pretty soon, and that's why it's alive, by the way.
No, that's why the Ling's still chasing. It's trying to wait for you to make up your mind.
Only 2 Lings here from Balance. Is he going to get sunken now? Oh, he's going to go for the 3rd pretty fast here. No sunkens right now. I'm kind of worried if Havior able to stim across the map. Wait a minute. Oh, this Academy kind of a little late. Not too bad. I'm just saying, if Havior can stim across the map and there's no sunkens ready early, he might be able to bust here. Now, it is kind of a bold move to just go across the map and stim when you can't even see the Zerg base, but it can win you games for sure. Terran's out there to trust Neblime and Vice. Just stim when you're not even near the Zerg.
Yeah. I'm happy I don't have to talk about other bases I like that balance. That drone's going to the bottom left. Not these terrible low ground mineral bases that suck so badly here. Claim another main, get the natural. You're up to 4 bases, reasonably defendable. I'm glad to see balance doing it.
What about the orthogonal 3 o'clock? I like that a lot because it's further from Terran than this base is. And it's kind of easier for your Mutalisk to zone both bases if there's bio near it.
I don't mind that either. I think I prefer the other. That mineral only is terrible. Oh my god, that's why I hate this map. I mean, among other reasons.
Have you ever had tanks hitting you from up here?
Sounds like a nightmare. All right, unit goes down as we do see the Terran move out. Stim is going to finish on time. 6 meters.
There's no sunkens. If he goes as soon as Stim is done, well, the mutas are going to be out just in time. But honestly, if your Marines are here when the mutas hatch, it doesn't matter because you can still kind of fight them and kill the hatchery at the same time. Oh man, I really want to see him Stim. No, he's stopping. No. Oh, Terran could have probably won this game, by the way, if he just stimmed and kept going. The medics instead are going to offer themselves up as a peace offering. We'll see how Zerg responds. Okay, no, Terran changed their minds. Seems like negotiations are broken down. Here come the Mutalisks.
I'll start and stack them up, and hey, we see another going for the +1 air weapons on these mutas, make them stronger, splitting up, runs over, but no reaction, no stim. They get away with their life.
We're not fighting yet. They're just seeing what they can negotiate. No, the Marines fired first. Did you see that? The Marines shot first. No sunkens here, so Terran can still try this. And also, it looks kind of dicey for the Zerg. Mutant macro pretty good, but it's hard when you only have 6 or 7 out, and these Marines are ready to kill everything, starting to gun down drones. The Mutalisks have to engage. You can't let all these drones die, and yet they are. The Mutalisks still not really fighting here. Just a couple more Marines, but the damage is pretty well done for Terran. If he loses all this, he'll still be very happy. It looks like he well might with all these Mutalisks. I don't think Terran keeps his force alive, but oh man, what an unlucky swipe there. I can't believe I didn't kill anything. There you go. Oh, another Mutalisk falls. Oh man, Zerg in a very dire situation now. Only 5 Mutalisks here versus 6 Marines. Another Mutalisk pops. Doesn't quite get picked off.
Yeah, this is a little bit rough here. Yeah, we're seeing no Sunkens, no Lings to help support this. So much damage being done by Havior, and they're still keeping up back at home. Ag on the barracks, still keeping up the SCV production, and Mouse is eventually going to clean this up, but, you know, starting the macro back at home, I think we're going to see the racks start going up. We'll see signs of vessels soon as well, and, like, actually, is there a factory yet?
No, there is not. He went for these 4x first, but that's fine. It's still not late, I wouldn't say. He does need to make some medics here, though. If he had 2 medics right now, he could be pushing right now, and Zerg would be so screwed. He's going to wait for that. Still no Sunkens now. Looks like Balance might get one. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, this is what happens when you have no Sunkens. Even if your middle is out, quote-unquote, on time, you can see it's hard to deal with the bow when it's already at your base. You need to deal with it when it's moving across the map, not when it's gunning down your hatchery. So, very strong lead for Havior right now. The third base, of course, is untouched. He does have that. The second hatchery, of course, is still alive too. But there's not many Mutalisks here. Marine range is done. +1's really quite fast here. What is Zerg going to be able to do? My god! Second time! Second time! Okay, there you go.
Man, it's giving me a little
coffee or something
every time.
Okay, now this is a good engage for Zerg. On top of that ramp, doesn't lose a meter barely, gives off a couple of Marines. He needs to keep getting little fights like that just to slow the Terran down. If he can buy time to Lurkers, he's going to be able to hold out for a little longer.
Well, Lurker aspect is about to finish, 6 Hydras in the making, so should be able to have the defense you're looking for here. But remember, there's a lot of damage done to the drone count balance. I don't know how well they're going to be able to replenish that because they're still so focused on making sure Havior can't move across the map. Doing as good a job as you're expecting, though, just buying some time, but eventually his force will get a little bit too out of hand, and that's when you need the Lurkers in position.
Yeah, this is good control by Havior because he's not trying to push across the map too eagerly. Well, he is now, but I mean earlier, you know, he was just a bit out front of the natural, denying the Mutalisks from coming in harassing because you immediately just stim towards the Zerg base. But at the same time, he wasn't trying to push too aggressively. He waited till he had enough, just maintained that sort of pressure position, making sure the Mutalisks couldn't harass him. And now he's coming across. The Mutalisks, I don't think, know where this bio is. Still no Sunkens with the Lurkers are morphing. I believe they'll be done in time. But I mean, I don't know. If you're out of position, can he bust those Lurkers maybe? Yeah, I probably wouldn't try it if it was me. Mutalisks desperately flying back.
Well, we're hearing a lot of scans going down just, I think, to see where things are. So, you know, we'll have to slow down. Yeah, I think that might slow things down if you saw Lurkers, but is this going to be it? Is this it?
This is hold Lurkers. Oh my god. Oh, he scans it! How next level. Well, still a pretty good position for these Lurkers, though. Honestly, I don't know if engaging was the right choice, but I know he's going to kill them all. Or is he? He ran out of energy. Or did he? Well, okay, well, he kills them all. Now he's going to get in here. Where are the Mutalisks? They're coming back. Once again, these drones are going to get gunned down. Oh, he's chasing them. The Mutalisks are in hot pursuit as well, though. And now he's on this ramp. I think the Mutalisks actually cleaned this up.
Yeah, it should be enough to get through here.
Well, he's not microing them, though.
Mutalisks do have the +1 air weapons as well.
They're not stacked, though. Okay, now they're stacking, and they should be able to do this. That's a nice shot. Damn. I gotta say, that one Marine, that was like the max range meter shot. That was kind of cool. Oh, he does lose a couple more meters though, and honestly, it's still worth it for Terran picking off those Lurkers and everything. Once you start weakening the defenses in the location, Zerg has a hard time clamping down on it again, because as you can see, Terran's macroing behind this, got his science facility already, needs more barracks, but nonetheless still macroing pretty well, and Zerg has no queens left, let alone a hive. So, he's really on a clock here. As soon as Terran starts getting those irradiates out, Zerg's not really going to have any play here, because without any defilers, he can't force positions, he can't push forward here. Of course he can make Scourge, but how much gas is he going to have after he starts doing all that? Good macro picking off those reinforcers though. Well, not reinforcers, those stragglers.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised we actually don't see the gas at the third base being taken right now from Balance.
Yeah.
But it's a little starved on everything right now, yeah.
Yeah. Now, this starport position obviously not ideal. You can see the problem with this. But there's kind of a turret there. I feel like the vessels probably will be able to survive. Well, this is the thing though, Balance, it might be worth to trade all his mutas just for 2 vessels at this point, because once the irradiates start coming out, the muta's value declines so sharply.
I don't think you can, though. If you lose all the mutas, what's stopping Havior just going across and pushing one of your bases?
3 Lurkers?
We just saw him engage 3 Lurkers. Like, it's,
yeah,
okay.
They did get caught in hold position though, because that's the thing. That is an advantage for Terran. He's able to run on top of them before Zerg cancelled the order, so... you know, that's not necessarily not enough defense. If you had like 1 Sunken, I feel like, plus 3 or 4 Lurkers, it'll probably do it. Building a couple more turrets now, doesn't want to lose these vessels. Look, the bio even came back just to make sure they're fine. Zerg not be able to pick those off at all. Loses another muta for his trouble, in fact. Oh, he really wants it there.
Yeah, they're getting really soft. There's not that many left here. Queens is about halfway done. I feel like still this how delayed this hive guy is really going to cause a lot of problems. Havior still trying to defend the best they can, not losing too much, but the force is going to keep building up. Did they add on the more racks? They're up to 5 now, I think.
Yeah, but honestly, he needs like 8, so still needs more. Look at his minerals. Finally, the Queen's Nest coming up. By the way, that was a decent trade, honestly, for Zerg with those mutilars, because yeah, he lost a few, but again, once his Irradiates are out, they're becoming so much less valuable. Even just like 2 Marines per mutilus is not bad at this point in the game. Okay, now it's coming across with a tank as well. I mean, he only needs 1 tank if he just keep it alive and pick away at those lurkers. Those lurkers never going to win running into the Terran army. This could be the decisive blow. This army very spread out, though. Where are the mutalisks? Are they waiting for a drop in here or what? Because picking off that tank
is anything being produced. There we go. Finally, some Hydras on the way, but still supply block needs some Overlords being made. This is actually
so many scans. Oh, I love
it.
But wait, no, I don't love it because the tank will kill all those lurkers at once. Oh dear. But it's going to make it hard to irradiate them. Oh, he thinks it's only 1? Fooled! Actually tricked him. My god. Oh my god. Wow, that poor tank.
Gross.
Like I keep saying, man, lurkers stacked together are actually so OP. The only reason they're not is because you can use splash damage against them. My god, that's like a... I don't know if you played on those use map settings where you use stacked cannons. It's kind of like that with lurkers.
Oh yeah, no, I've played the...
yeah, good luck irradiating that.
Yeah, hey, you got the Overlord, man. Value town.
Yeah, this isn't ZVP. You can't be like picking off Overlords and saying you did well enough. You have limited energy here, and Zerg is going to have plenty of minerals, not enough gas. I mean, right now it's the exact opposite, but as he hits Hive Tech, definitely the balance will shift. That Overlord erases a drone, unfortunately.
Well, there is still going to be a little bit of something to worry about. I saw a dropship being made earlier, so that's a good way to open up the defense, go right to the main. So that got loaded up. I expect that to go across into the main or on the right side while it starts to jump the front.
Yeah, honestly, this tank might be enough. Even irradiates one. Oh, so many Scourge. So he pulls the vessels back, though. He's aware. Or is he? Well, gets 1, but that was like 4 Scourge for 1 vessel, so not the best. And now these lurkers getting absolutely destroyed by these tanks. He's like, I don't need vessels. I got scans. Just don't even bother, Zerg. And now what's he going to do? These lurkers decompressing. Oh my god, there were so many. I thought it was like 3 or 4. Good lord.
What the hell? I've never seen that many like that. That's a crazy.
Now, they're still getting hit by the tank. You can throw down the Irradiates, bait these Scourge. They get easily gunned down by Marines. Yeah, Protoss player, don't you wish you had Marines to shoot Scourge instead of Dragoons? They're pretty good at it. Irradiates again? Oh no, those drones. Get out of there.
Wow, I can't trying to go through. Bounce never got the chance to take another base over on the side, and with the dropship, did it actually see that base over there? I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Terran's got other concerns right now. GG, not even going to use it. The double GG, making sure it gets through top of his bottom. Nicely done, man, by Havior. Takes an early advantage and kept the pressure on.
Hey, right before we got there, though, Bounce was giving us a little bit of that hope. Hold up. There we go. I saw the Greater Spire in production. We could have seen some shenanigans, but didn't get there.
Oh gosh, what a shame. Well, I mean, he did have a lot of gas banked up. The problem is he'd lost a lot of his mutalisks already. Yeah, about Queens, again, I was saying, if pros have done it, it's legit. And we have seen that on Polaris Rhapsody. I think it might have been Queen, not sure. It seems too convenient for it to be Queen. Actually got Swarm Brooding to stop that kind of push, and it worked beautifully. So yeah, it could happen. It's just dicey. It's just tricky strat, for sure. Alright, ready for the next game?
Yes, sir.
Alright, in the top right here, in the pink, we have Havior. And in the bottom left, in the teal, we have Balance. Currently Havior up on the game in this best of 3, so we're on game 2 on Eclipse. So, it's a 2-player map. Do you try any early pool shenanigans? I guess not. I'm disappointed. I throw a ladder, everyone goes 4 pool, and then sends their lings around the other path so you don't see them. It happens to me anyway.
I mean, we saw it earlier today, just different matchups, so, you know, definitely could happen. I think what I'd want to see from Balance, just because I think it might suit well against how Havior is playing, I want to see, like, Lurker play, not Muta play.
Yeah, I mean, the Mutas last game were fine, I thought. It's just that he didn't get the Sunkens. All he had to do is get maybe even 1 Sunken, it would have been different. 1 Sunken, the bio would bust, but it would buy some time at least. I don't know. I think his Muta control was good.
No, the Muta control is fine. I'm thinking more of like Havior looked very prepared to play against the Muta thing, so like throwing in lurkers, a little curveball, throw him off a little bit because that's a lot less common of a build. You know what I mean?
Well, the problem is though, I feel like the Mutas are just stronger, like straight up. It's not really an even choice because the Mutas give you so much more back control, so much more options to harass Terran, whereas the lurkers is kind of like, aha, you didn't expect lurkers, I kill you. Or else if you're sitting defensively, it's just very fragile. Once Terran gets up to starport, it's very hard to defend. So, I don't know. I don't want to see lurkers. Saetzero, don't wish that upon us. Put your monkey's paw away.
You're the one who said I don't want to see it. That is no longer my fault. That is now your fault.
Okay. It's like I don't want to see lurkers because he's going to die before he gets to lurkers or something. Is that what's going to happen?
Well, you said I don't want this. It's definitely going to happen.
No. Well, look, if you do a good 2-hatch lurker all in, it's like any sneaky strat. It's like it can be very good if they just don't see it coming, you know. So I'm not against that. It's just that I feel like Mutas is the more robust play for sure. Right,
overall, I'd agree with that.
Ooh. I mean, like I was saying on that Silphid game, it's like the Mutas don't look so good sometimes, and Terran's very prepared for it. But you see a game like that, you're like, oh, that's why these are like one of the best units in the game.
Oh, they're so good, man. That was honestly the reason I used to play Zerg, was just Mutas, nothing else.
Dude, when I played Zerg, I used Hydras only. I'm like, what was I doing? In every matchup, by the way.
Yeah, I did 9 pool into 3 hatchling into 3 hatch Muta. I just had no like end game.
Oh, it wasn't that complex for me back in the day. This is back when like I was in school and like I was the only one who had StarCraft at home, but somehow it was on the school computers. So like I would actually expand, and no one else could wrap their heads around that. So I just make a lot of Hydras and they move.
Oh, we used to have a computer science club. We would run StarCraft tournaments, and we'd play on BGH, and I would win most of them and build so many overlords that people couldn't click on their stuff because no one hockeyed anything.
Really? That's the strat you chose?
Hey, it works. Hey, it works.
Yeah, I guess. Must take a while to get that much minerals, though.
BGH.
Yeah, but like, how long were these games going? Were you sitting there for like 4 hours?
It was like probably like 40, 50-minute games. You know, you're playing like 8-player free-for-all. It's fun.
Yeah. I play player free-for-all, just not on BGH.
Well, the Scout's still hanging
again, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll see if my prediction comes. We'll see if my prediction comes true. It'd be about the time.
Yeah, it would. That's why it won't. He's not getting a hydrogen right now. Right? I'm trying to curse it actually right now, but it's not. I'm trying to see if the magic works, but no.
No, I think we're gonna see Mutas, which is fine, like you're saying. They were definitely handled fine last game. No big problem. What are you groaning about?
He placed buildings. I mean, I gotta complain about something. Why are the barracks over here? And they should be over here. You gotta put them near the ramp. This is just the thing in TVZ. You gotta have turrets that cover the ramp and the barracks, otherwise you can build twice as many turrets. So, could be an issue if Muta harass comes to his base. Because depending on how the game goes, you can sometimes keep the Mutas out of your base just by putting pressure on the Zerg. But yeah, I'm not a fan. Trying to pick up that Overlord, but honestly, it never works out. I've tried plenty of times.
Academy on the way. So everything looking pretty normal on both sides. Spire as well. Some gas being taken. So yeah, nothing too crazy going on here. Now we'll see if the mistake is fixed though for balance. Will he have sunk at time? If there's some kind of push, will Havior even try to make this kind of push?
Looks like he's not thinking about Sun Guns right now. I'm 100% sure Havior will try and make that push if nothing else happens. Look, he's going for that fast third. I don't think he's learned a goddamn thing, Saetzero. This game might end even faster. Now, that's it. The rush distance on a clip's pretty long, but I mean, I don't know. It's going to be close. I mean, it kind of looks to me like the Mutas will be out kind of slightly faster impressions of the Stim this game for whatever reason, so maybe he's going to be fine. Still, though, he's playing with his life. He's playing with his drones' lives right here. But I guess you always are every game, so I don't really know what I'm saying.
I mean, you're sacrificing drones just to make things that make puddles. Like, it's like you don't care about them. They're not your friends. They're not your buddies.
Wow. Is that how you feel about your units, Saetzero? What a heartless commander.
I mean, not my zealot units. They die for the glory of becoming a Dragoon.
See, that's even worse, though. Because it's kind of like a lie. It's like, oh, don't worry, you'll be reborn in a superior body, and then they're reborn like, what the hell is this? Why do I have 4 legs? Why do I do explosive damage? I did normal damage when I was a zealot. Like, they must be angry. And, you know, zealot's already pretty angry to begin with. Now, the Muta's already morphing, so you can see I don't think Terran's going to make it across here in time. Look, these Lings going to backstab. That's always a great move. Just to slow Terran down and nothing else. I mean, look, he's going to pick off a couple of SCVs. He maybe deny turrets if they start going up. This is a very nice move. A couple of Marines will come and clean this up, though. Just distracting the Terran a little bit as he moves across.
I mean, is he distracting the Terran, though? Terran has not turned around. I don't think they care at all.
Oh, no, you wouldn't expect Terran to turn around. It's just that, you know, you're taking up some APM, you know, maybe affecting his macro. Look, you got an SCV. So I'm a fan. Oh, he's gonna go for the third, maybe? Where are the mutas? There they are. Oh no, he needs to be careful with this group now. Oh, he's gonna go for it. I mean, this is the thing. Again, you have to fight the Marines while they move across the map. Here we go.
Alright, what about that sunk in? It's taking a lot of damage, so it's not.
No, it's already dead, dude. Because it'll go down to 1 HP when it's hatched. It's already dead. Just tap it. There you go. Give it that love tap to finish it off. And yeah, he's killing the drones again. I told you he didn't learn anything. And so here we are. Round 2. Once again, the third up unmolested, same as before. But this time, Terran's reinforcing faster. If these Marines get here before Zerg cleans this up, I think this game just ends. Oh, target that muta. Gets it. Did he get Marine range? I did not see. Uh-oh. Reinforcement's getting closer and closer. Okay, mutas have the ramp. The ramp is a big advantage. The medic's not helping out here. Oh, not the best micro. Whiffs a couple shots and a couple spread. Terran kind of getting a bit overly aggressive. They're trying to go up the ramp, but more Marines are here. Will they get there in time? They need to stim in. They do. Oh, and I think he's just going to gun down everything here. Oh, this is so bad for Zerg. Targets the drone, and those minerals are full. I think that's GG. Nothing Zerg can do now. Well, mistakes were made, and mistakes were repeated.
Alright, so Havior looking pretty strong. Gets another 2-0 win, so
yeah,
not bad there. So I think that puts it for like TaDDe and Havior one, right? So that's another 2-1 for Lestak.
2-0, you mean? Oh, you mean the overall match score? Yes.
Overall,
yes,
so,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
So
the
out of what we've
seen
today, Lestak really was kicking some ass. Won a lot of their games here tonight.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, it's very fitting for that last game. The Marines just like, let us attack. Let's go. They just went and killed him.
That is my favorite pun name. Whoever thought of that, they deserve
it. Is 10 out of 10. Honestly, no other team name can compete. We should just like put the rest of them team 1 to 5, just in honor of how amazing that name is. I like that team like them too.
That's all good. Balance happens to everybody.
Yeah.
Right, but that is all we got for tonight. Always fun to cast with you, buddy.
Yeah, I'm glad I was here, but we're not going to see you tomorrow, are we?
Unfortunately, no. I might stop in to watch, but yeah, I can't hang around for the whole thing. But that means it's you and maybe Cole Warpgates, maybe at 7 o'clock.
Yes, at 7 o'clock.
Sounds pretty good. But I think we're call it here tonight, and you guys, you have no reason not to be there tomorrow. I got work stuff. That's why I can't be here. But you have no excuse.
Saetzero is busy, but no one else is busy. So yes, you all should be there. Else I'll be tracking you down and finding out what happened.
All right, everyone. See